cold, brisk wind blows through the early morning air. The sun has yet to rise, but the wildlife begins to stir and nature's melody begins to take place. We see a similar clearing in the snow-covered forest, surrounded by large wooden palisades forming a large circular wall. We see familiar log cabins and pathways, a frozen lake, a frigid field where crops grow in the warmer seasons, a valley, a safe haven for a community of survivors. Welcome back to Blue Valley, and welcome back to The Remains. Season 4, Part 1, 2 years later. It has been 2 years since the events of late August 2038. The Lycans are no more, and Blue Valley has seen a time of relative peace. In the aftermath of the events 2 years ago, many things have changed. Mae Donaldson stepped down as the leader of the council and was replaced by Derek Williams Gavin, who, through much coercion, finally got his husband, Zachariah, to join the council as well. Derek set in motion a multitude of new protocols, one of which includes that everyone be required to go beyond the walls. One of the big lessons that was learned from the attack from the Lycans is that anyone and everyone needs to be prepared to defend themselves. Security became tighter, and the citizens of Blue Valley became just that much more rigid. However, that sense of community, the drive and passion to work with each other and protect one another, has remained. Refugees held prisoner by the Lycans and even members of the Lycans willing to reform themselves were welcomed by the community. After a probationary period, most of these new community members stayed and became crucial parts of Blue Valley's ecosystem. So much has changed, so much that it'd be hard to get into all of it right now. Nana Adams, unfortunately, passed away in this time. Other characters have remained, changed positions. Vicky Webb is no longer the head of security. But it's too much to get into right now. But it is safe to say that Blue Valley wears the scar of 2 years ago with pride, and it has healed to be stronger than ever. But now we jump in time, and it is New Year's Day, 2040. The cold of the early morning air bites at the skin and chills the lungs. Outside of the stables, we see two figures escorting a pair of saddled horses out from their sleepy dens. The first figure we see escorting a brown, older mare with sweet hazel eyes. We see leading her out of the stables, Morgan Donaldson. Angie, would you like to describe your character and maybe how she's changed physically in the past 2 years, if at all?
Yeah. Morgan was very, I don't want to say frantic, but had kind of a very hyped up energy about her, at least internally, very active, just looking to make everything in Blue Valley perfect and better and like as comfortable as possible. And now it's been 2 years and she's a little more tired. She's a little bit more grounded, and she's got a sense of confidence about her that she didn't have before. She moves a little slower, a little more methodically, has really been learning a lot from she goes on runs now, not the dangerous ones, she'll say, but the more simple ones, security based ones. But yeah, she's just stretching her limbs and trying to figure out new ways to make Blue Valley better.
Yeah. The second figure accompanying Morgan is escorting out a large black horse with a long white stripe down the center. And as she kind of pats his neck as she walks out, we see Jenna Baker. Emily, would you like to describe Jenna and how she's gone through over the past couple years?
Yeah, Jenna is a creature of habit, so she really has not changed much physically. She's maybe a little bit stronger just due to more activity in her life.
Yeah.
Um, some new scars on her face and all over for sure, just like nicks and scrapes and all kinds of stuff. Um, also moving a little bit slower, but I think more in just of like a learning how to take her time kind of way.
Yeah.
Um, scrappy as ever.
uh,
Still doing her thing.
little homage to the skin title there. Um,
Hey.
well, Morgan and Jenna start to saddle up their horses and prepare them for the journey outside of the walls. But first, jump back in time a little bit. 6 months after the events of the Lycan attack, things have changed between Morgan Donaldson and her husband. A wedge has been formed between them that wasn't showing any signs of budding. Finally, a decision was made between the two of them. And reeling from this decision, Morgan Donaldson leaves her apartment and heads somewhere else. Jenna, you are sitting in your apartment right now. Tori and your mother have long gone to sleep, and you find yourself awake yet again. Sleep has been eluding you somewhat ever since the events of 6 months ago. You hear a knock on your door, and you go to answer it. And it's Morgan. And you let her in, and the two of you sit on the old couch in the main living area, and a conversation begins.
Um,
You wouldn't want to go out or something, would you? Or like out to like a
like
I don't
go
know,
get
I'm like
like
stuffy
go get
in
a
here.
you wanna go get a drink?
Or like a ride or something, or a walk, or
Yeah,
I know it's freezing, but
that's all right. Let's go. You like bundle up.
yeah, I would have come I would have been in my coat and then just
Yeah.
do you want to go on a walk? I'm ready,
Yeah.
but do you want to go?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I would nervously probably leave before her and just expect that she follows me.
Yeah. I think Jenna would be getting a kick out of it, just kind of giggling and get your coat on and meet you outside. Do you wanna go for a ride, or do you just wanna walk
Yeah,
down the lake?
a ride. Yeah,
All right,
that's
let's
a great.
let's
That's
go. Let's go. Is
uh,
everything okay?
well, I mean, no, but
Well, no.
is that anything really ever okay? Has it been okay? Is it ever going to be okay again? It's just these are the questions that I ask while I'm wide awake in my bed with my husband, who now I don't even.
You don't even want.
I don't think I have a husband anymore.
Well, have you talked to Wes about it?
Yeah, I have, and that's all we've been doing, it seems, for the past 6 months.
I know.
And
Morgan, do you want us still be married?
should we saddle up?
Yeah. Like saddle up our horses.
Yeah,
kind of in like an awkward silence.
Yeah.
Silent the whole time.
We cut to you guys a little bit later down the
Yeah.
trail after about 10 minutes of just kind of coughs and sighs.
I'm sorry if that was too far asking that question. I know you don't know. I don't.
No, we've been talking a lot, and something that keeps coming up is that same sentiment for him. I think is, do you even want to be married? Do you even want to be together? And I don't think I do.
Are you sure? It's okay. If that's whatever your answer is, it's okay. I don't want you to feel bad about anything for Wes, or I want you to. I just want you to be happy, Morgan.
I want you to be happy.
You really don't want to be married?
I don't think to him.
I'm gonna stop my horse. I'm gonna stop your horse. Get down.
Oh, stop it. Like, oh, you don't have to
Jenna
listen.
just grabs Morgan's face and kisses her.
Oh hell.
I'm sorry.
No. And Morgan will immediately grab her and kiss her again
Mhm.
for a while, for as long as
yeah.
she'll.
Yeah. Morgan, you gotta be sure. And Morgan,
Jenna, hang on. Okay, Wes was a wonderful man, and Wes was
he's gonna hate us.
No,
he's not.
But just shut up for a second. Just shut up for a second. I've never had to tell you to shut up in my goddamn life, and now here you are. And I'll like put my forehead on hers and like hold her face and just say, Wes was a great man. But Jenna, it's always been you. And I'll kiss her again.
Morgan, I've loved you as long as I can remember. And this, when I say you have to be sure, I mean, I think you need to just take a minute. Because I can't jump into this if you're not ready for this. But I'm here.
And
We worry about that
eventually,
And eventually.
over time, Jenna and Morgan found themselves with each other and have, in the past year and a half, little over it, have been in love and with each other, and have been going on runs with each other. And Wes and Morgan have, they're very, to say that they are still friends, I think, is a true statement, and yet still somewhat of a stretch. But they are very cordial with one another. Their two boys, Theo Jr. and Frankie, are still loved very much by both of them. And this is just one of the... sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, Theo loves having two moms and a dad.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
he has told everybody in this damn place.
And this is just one of the many things that has changed over time. And as this life has been experienced with the two of you, we jump back forward in time, back to the early morning of New Year's Day. And the two of you are prepping your horses as another figure exits the stable. He is escorting a young white stallion out of the stalls and greets you all with a very familiar grin. This is, of course, Theo Saunders, the brother of Morgan. Theo has changed a little bit in the past 2 years. His hair's gotten a little bit longer. Been rocking the man bun for a while now. And has lost some of his baby fat and some of his chubbiness, and has kind of broadened out and become a little bit more muscular as he has been training a lot with Zach and been getting ready for runs more often, and has just overall tried to contribute to the community a little bit more ever since the events of 2 years ago, which he holds himself to be accountable for still to this day. And Theo kind of looks at the two of you. Hey, lovebirds, how you doing? Good morning.
Well-
The sun's gonna be up soon, but we are first.
You're
Morning.
for what went down last night. You are
Yeah.
chipper.
Well, that's why you just never stop. I'm just kidding.
Wait,
I've been
are
sober
you-
for a while now. You know that. And he reaches into his pack and pulls out his canteen. He says, "Sleep and water will do you wonders, sis." And he chugs it a little bit.
Shut up.
He says the other two are still in there, getting their stuff ready. But you guys, you feeling ready? Ready for this?
Yeah, what do we think of these new kids?
Well, you know, I mean, we all know Jessie's great.
Yeah.
She's not been outside the wall for a long time, but I think that, you know, she's gonna do all right.
I think she's too.
Rafi's
Oh,
had
she's gonna do great.
Rafi's had some runs. He's practically begging to come on out. He's been pretty bored. I think the coach is, you know, really wanted to keep him safe, but you know, Rafi, he knows how to take care of himself. Liam, I don't know really.
Yeah, I mean, Morgan and I found him, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Morgan and I have known him the longest, and we don't even know anything.
I've tried with that boy.
She's
Let
trying.
me tell you.
I'm sure you have. He's pretty quiet, but hard worker, from what I hear from Olive and Penny, and I think that I mean, this should be a pretty simple run anyway.
Well, if it starts to
hope
not look
so.
like that, I'm turning around.
Well, safety first.
Safety first.
And as we hear some movement from inside the stables, we're actually going to jump back in time yet again. But this time not so far. We're going to jump back to last night. Everybody has been here.
EDM. Oh.
EDM,
Um,
yeah.
Last night in the mess hall, the main hall of Blue Valley, a party was held for New Year's Eve. The first part of the evening has already come and gone. The part where the children could be there, and the parents and all of the adults all collectively did the midnight countdown at about 10 p.m. You know, the kids none the wiser. And they have all been taken by the appropriate parties' bed, and the real party begins. It's not too much of a rager. There's not a lot of supplies to, you know, have a rager of a party, but it's one of the rare few occasions where people from Blue Valley can let their hair down and be with one another and have a good time. And speaking of, at this point of the night, everybody has been talking amongst themselves, kind of chattering, and you all hear clinking of glasses as everybody is directed to the front of the stage, where you all see Derek Williams Gavin standing up there. And he kind of gets everybody's attention, and he starts off by saying, well, another year has come and gone. It has been a good year, and I hope that everybody feels the same way. Things have changed in the past 2 years for us here in Blue Valley, and I think we've taken the obstacles thrown at us on the chin, and we have stood our ground. Our walls have been rebuilt, our loved ones have been mourned, and we have found new life in these campgrounds, and it's something that I'm proud of. It's something that my family is proud of. I'm proud that my husband and I have 4 little boys that are, or 3 little boys and a little girl. He would have said that correctly. That's 3 little boys and a little girl that are going to grow up in a place where they are loved and protected, and a place where they will learn how to not just survive in this world, but thrive in it. And it is something that we've all done together. And I'm not trying to be all sentimental and everything, but we deserve a moment of sentimentality. And we deserve a moment to recognize what we've done for these past 2 years. And so, I just want to say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to my husband, and he looks down to the side, and you see Zachariah Williams Gavin standing there, leaning against the wall nearby, drink in hand, arms crossed a little bit. He looks at his husband in just the briefest glance of, why the fuck did you do that? And then just smiles smallly and nods, and everybody kind of like applauds a little bit, and then he says, and to the council, and he gestures around to everybody at the council, and everybody kind of gives an applause, and he says, and to everyone who has made this community exactly what it needs to be, and exactly what it could be all of this time, and it's only going to get better. So here's to this past year, and here's to another year of growth and change for the better. Raises up his drink. And everybody raises their glasses along with him. And we kind of step away from this moment and find ourselves following a figure away from this and outside. A figure who is stepping out into the dark, cold air for a moment of respite. And we see, standing just outside of this mess hall, Liam Fisher. Michael, would you like to describe your character?
Sure. Liam is smaller guy. He's about 5'8". He has sandy brown hair. Seems to be kind of coiled, so he's smaller, but he looks like he could still fight pretty well.
Yeah.
He has muted gray eyes. He has a scar that is pretty noticeable. It runs from about right above his brow, cuts next to his right eye, and then down his cheek, almost like in a crescent shape, but it's a little more jagged. And yeah, that's kind of his deal. And taking a breath and finding purchase on a hitching post or something that I can just kind of lean on.
Yeah, of course. And you are out there for a few moments by yourself, just kind of taking in the night air. And after a brief amount of time, you hear a crunching of footsteps. And still instinctively immediately get on edge. But you turn to see a familiar, quote-unquote, figure who in this place is familiar to you yet. But you see Rafael Fernandez, also known as Rafi, and he is the coach's son, adopted son, but he steps on out, and at first he very obviously pretends to not notice that you're there. And is just kind of looking around. Takes in a deep breath. Oh, hey. Liam. Right? Liam?
Yes. Rafi.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I hear you're gonna be going with us tomorrow.
Yes, on the run. Yes, I'll be there.
Cool. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on one. Haven't been on many. Dad really likes to keep me under wraps. You know what I mean?
Sorry. Do you need me to go back inside?
Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm bothering you.
No.
You know, I wanted to make sure. To be honest, man, it kind of seemed like maybe you were upset or something. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
I think that's just the way my face looks.
Oh yeah, I feel you there. Well, good. That's good. I'm glad that nothing's wrong then, because that would suck. Because gotta make sure we're, mentally like tip-top shape for tomorrow.
If someone's worried about me going on this run,
No.
I
I'm doing
promise
this.
that
No, you're good. You're good. There's not a lot of people here my age, and you and I have never talked, and
you've talked at me.
Yeah, and I seem to be doing that right now too. Well, you enjoy.
I'm making this weird for you, so you maybe can.
You're not. I'm clearly the one that's making it weird because I don't know how to talk to another human being. So,
I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to talk to another human being either. Cool.
No.
And he puts up his hand.
Right.
All right, dude. That was weird. This is weird. I don't know. I just want to shake this off.
What horse are you gonna be taking?
Oh, I'm taking Storm.
Oh,
Yeah. What about you?
Shadow.
Oh. Well, there you go. Looks like you and I are definitely going to become buds on this trip because Storm doesn't really stray far from Shadow. So.
I mean, sure. I just want to help while I'm here.
What do you mean?
I'm, figure like once spring comes, I don't, I stay in a place for a while and then I help or whatever, and then I can get stuff, and then I just sort of move on.
Oh. Oh, well, you can stay, right? Like, no one would never make you leave.
Well, no, it's no, it's just not really my thing. I think
Oh.
just, yeah.
How long have you been on your own? If you don't mind me asking.
No, it's no, that's okay. I think at this little over 2 years.
It's a really long time. There, and he kind of looks towards the wall.
I spent time in other small places like this, so I was,
You weren't
So-
with the. No, you would have been here.
Not the other. No, I didn't come with the.
Yeah, you just got here. That was a stupid question. Well, hey, man, I'll see you bright and early. Well, maybe dark and early. Cool. And he very awkwardly like shoves his hands in his coat and turns on a dime and walks back inside. And as we leave Liam with a cloud of his own exhale around him in the cold outside air, we come back inside to see Theo actually speaking with another individual. And the individual that we see him speaking with is inside the party, and it is Jesse Harkett. Kelsey, would you like to describe your character?
Yes. Jessie is tiny, but fills the room. So she has this big smile, like reddish brown hair, always kind of pulled up in a messy bun, bright green eyes. She's like, she wants to hear everything everyone has to say, and she is always with the kids. So now that she has no kids, she's like, let's go!
Yeah.
So she's often like watching the kids of the town, but yes.
Perfect. So the two of you are having a drink together, and we very stereotypically, cinematically, we pan over to you just as the two of you are laughing uproariously at some joke that we have not heard. And Theo says, so, I mean, well, how does it feel? I mean, you actually have a night to be by yourself. You're not with the kids right now. Are you going to get, I mean, I know we have to leave early in the morning, but how hammered are we getting? What do I know? I mean, I'm not, but, you know.
Well, not a lot. I mean, I can't. I'm very small, so I cannot do that. But I get so emotional with all the really excited stuff, and he talks so nice, and I'm just, oh.
Well, how are you feeling about tomorrow? I mean, are you nervous to be outside the walls, or
terrified, excited? I'm just excited you're there too, and this is gonna be like best friends on an adventure, and this is just gonna be the greatest ever. Probably.
Yeah, well, let's just hope it goes better than the first time I went outside the walls.
First time yeah, well, we'll hope it doesn't go like that.
Yeah, I don't think it will. Hey, listen, I don't mean to bring down like the mood or anything, but I just want you to know that since we're all going to be together tomorrow, that I still haven't talked to Morgan. Okay?
You want me to not tell her?
Definitely not. No. I need to be the first one to talk to her, if anything.
Of course. I mean, do you want me to like set it up or something? Like a...
No, please don't do that. No.
I'm letting you... the ball up so that you can hit it?
No. I'm letting you know so that you keep your mouth shut, okay?
All right, shut. I am so good at keeping secrets.
No, you're not. I don't know if you are. I mean, you've kept this for a few days now, but...
Yeah, a whole few days. I haven't said a word. Not even to anyone.
Nobody? You promise?
Nobody. I don't have any friends.
That's not true. I'm your friend.
You're my friend. Okay, but you already know, so obviously you told me. Whatever.
I'm just scared to talk to her about it, okay?
And I don't tell Jenna?
Well, good.
Okay, no.
Because Jenna will definitely tell Morgan.
Yeah, you're right.
Any of them will tell Morgan. Any of them.
Yeah, you're right. Everyone will. Oh my god.
The only person who would maybe not tell Morgan is Zach, but don't tell him either.
Okay, I won't tell anyone. She like holds out her pinky.
he takes your pinky. I'm just nervous to talk to her, you know.
I would be. That's a big deal.
Well, I don't think she's gonna like it either.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't.
I know, Jesse,
I mean, I do. I support you in anything you want to do.
Just 2 years ago, everything changed, and a lot of it was actually for the better.
Yeah.
But a lot of bad stuff happened too, and it's all my fault. And I don't know. But hey, if it does happen, it's not happening tonight or tomorrow or anything like that. So.
You got plenty of time.
Yes, of course.
And you're not a bad guy, Theo. You're really not.
You see him. His smile is there, but his eyes let you know that he's not smiling.
Oh, don't give me those sad eyes, Theo. Come on. Oh, it's New Year's Eve, man.
I really want to get drunk so bad, but I'm not going to get drunk because I've been doing a lot better without it.
Then you know what? She puts down whatever she's drinking.
No, come on. No, that's not. You should have fun, Jesse. You never have time to yourself.
I can have fun without that.
All right, well, let's go dance then.
Hell yeah.
The two of you grab each other's hands and walk over to the dance floor. Morgan and Jenna, you two are chatting with each other. Saddling up next to you are both Zach and Derek, who kind of just sit at the table next to you guys. Derek looks at the two of you and says, how did I do? And Zach just kind of like chuckles and rolls his eyes.
I take both his hands and I say, "You did so good. You're
Okay, good.
such a leader. Look at me. I'm so proud of you."
Thank you.
It was a little cliche. But you looked great.
Jenna, no.
He asked for
Zach immediately goes, I told you.
No, and I look at Zach, dart my eyes.
I thought it
at
was
Zach.
great, but it was a little cliche. I mean, it just was.
It was great, though.
Don't just survive, thrive. It rhymes. Come on.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, wow. Well, listen, Derek, I'd like to get you a drink for that so that we can shut these two up, clear them out of our heads. We do
You
our
asked
own
for
thing.
my opinion.
Listen, and I love you and I love your opinion, but tonight is for celebration, not constructive criticism.
All right.
And I kiss her and I take
Yeah,
Derek's
Derek
hand,
stands up and
and I-
like
yeah.
gives you his arm.
yeah, and I'm gonna
Sorry,
go get
Derek.
a drink with him.
Derek looks back at you and blows you a kiss. You look at Zach, and Zach is kind of following Derek and Jenna, and Morgan. And
Oh, shit.
go ahead and roll a vibe check. No, he's like looking at them by following. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, am I
You're
just alone?
Oh no.
Oh, no. This is not a good one. 4.
Okay, never mind.
It's a pretty low.
You have no idea that this might have been a setup. Zach is kind of watching them go, and then you see his persona kind of falter for a second. Not his persona, but his like smile, and he gets serious. He gets serious. That's the easy way to say that.
Zach, serious? Never.
And he says, "How you doing?"
I'm fine. What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong? You still haven't
Yeah,
told
what-
anyone.
Well, it wouldn't do any good to tell anyone, so it's not gonna change anything.
It very much could change things. There's literally studies that show it could change things just to talk about it, just to have that catharsis.
All right, let's talk about it then. But we're not telling Morgan.
I can't help but smile because Zach didn't plan this, but the comedy of it is very funny. Anyway, sorry, he's looking at you. I told Derek. You have gotten close, and I think that you need someone who... I mean, Jenna, I really care. I care about you. I'm not good at... Derek's better at talking to people than I am. And I think
Derek's
that you
gonna
need to
tell
talk to
Morgan.
him.
He's so good at talking to people.
I made him swear. But I think that you need to talk to somebody. And you can talk to me, but he's just really good at it. He makes me feel better all the time.
You're right, I do want to tell her that. Let me do it in my time, okay? Give me Give me this run.
Jenna, we don't know how long.
Look, okay, that's not going to change. It's not going to make a difference if it's right now or if it's a week from now.
It'll make a very big difference. You're in denial. But
All right.
Derek said that you guys might be passing through some towns. I need you to be on the lookout for any literature, especially any pharmacies. I don't care what it says on the bottle, grab it. You never know what it might do.
All right.
He stands up. He leans down. He puts his hand on yours. Tell her. And he walks away. And we jump forward. Jump forward in time. And we see movement inside the stalls. And we see Liam. You are escorting Shadow, and standing, kind of walking next to you, is where is she? It's Penny Lawrence, who runs the stables with her father Rick, and she's just kind of continually going through the steps of everything, and the two of them together are gonna really, they need to stay together, because if you try to force them apart, it's just gonna make things worse for you, okay? And Shadow, if he starts to just misbehave, if he starts to buck, just do what I taught you and just hum the little tune. I know it's silly, but it works, okay? You think you can do that?
Yes.
Alright. Now, Liam, this is my boy, but I trust you. You've been really good with him. And he seems to like you. And Shadow, almost as if he understands the conversation, just kind of next to you and kind of like rubs his head up against you almost. I mean, he's a big guy. It almost forces you a little bit to the side.
He's good. This will be fine. We'll be fine.
I know. Raffi, did you hear all of that? Did you hear any of that? And Raffi is... he has Storm's head in his hands and is just going, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And he turns and he says, yes, heard it all. And Jesse, you're just standing there.
We didn't hear any of that.
With your brown and white painted horse named Pollock. And the three of you take your horses out of the. You take your large stable buildings.
Drag the stable.
You take your horses out of the stables, and you join the other three that are already outside, Morgan and Theo, and all of you. Actually, I think I might have. Hold on just a second. Flashing back to present time. The five of you continue to get ready, tightening and checking your straps, counting your ammo, and preparing your supplies. Small talk here and there occurs, but the early morning hour kind of calls for a silent contemplation. As you all are finishing getting ready, two figures walk up to your group. The first one you see is Derek, who walks over to Morgan, and the next that you see is Tori Baker, Jenna's younger sibling, and they're kind of bundled up with their hood up and their hands in their pocket, and they kind of come up to you, Jenna. Hey, how you doing?
Morning, sis.
Morning, you ready?
Yeah, did I know she was coming? They were coming?
No.
Are you coming?
No, I'm not coming.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
seeing.
yeah.
I'm just seeing you off. I didn't get to see you last night, so I saw you. Mom sends her love, but she didn't want to get out still. And you know that Tori
Sorry.
doesn't finish their sentence, but your mom has been a different woman than the woman that you knew. The trauma of everything that happened to her has made her pretty agoraphobic, pretty much a shut-in. And things have gotten a lot better over the past 2 years. But an event with any amount of publicity, especially the one last night, and even this little get-together of this amount of people, is not something
Too much.
too good. So Tori doesn't say any of that, but that's kind of left unsaid.
Alright, send her my love.
Yeah. Hey, is everything been alright with you?
Where is anybody else around?
No. Not within earshot. Morgan would be the only one, and she's caught up in conversation with Derek.
Victoria, I want to be honest with you, alright? Nobody really knows this yet, so
Fuck, I knew
Definitely.
it. What is it?
don't tell Mom.
Stop,
Don't
just tell me what it is. Stop. Tell me what it is now. Just stop beating around the bush.
I'm sick. Everything might be fine. Everything might not be. Morgan doesn't know yet.
Are they sure? Zach, Maggie, are they sure? Do they know for sure? How do they know? Zach was a fucking vet. How does he know? How does he know? Are you sure?
They know as well as they can know, right?
Alright, what is it?
Cancer. But hey, I'm going on this run, and Zach said there's probably going to be some pharmacies. I'm gonna go through all the pharmacies. I'm gonna bring back, and maybe I find something to help, and everything else will help other people here.
I love you. I need to walk away now. I need to walk away now, okay?
Wait, and I'm gonna hug her, and I'm gonna hug her a little too long.
They don't hug you back, but that's not uncommon for Tori.
And then I literally like push them back, turn them around.
And they say yet again as they're walking away, I love you. And in the past 2 years, you've grown to know what this is. I mean, Tori needs their time. And to stay around would be unproductive. And we cut back a little bit to Derek first walking up to you, Morgan. Oh, Angie's face makes me afraid that she's gonna beat me up. As you are walking, or as you are sitting there, Derek walks up to you and he hands you the map that he told you about last night. And he says, so, yeah, I mean, he said that he found this, and this is, and he hands it to you, and you see it all there. And you see the markings on the map where 3 locations have been circled. One seems to be a town called Wellsville, that is the location that you are trying to get to. And in between there, there's a Happy Valley Resort, which is a ski resort in Happy Valley. And Blue Valley is circled, but the words Blue Valley are in a different color and different handwriting than the rest of it. And he just kind of looks up at you and just says, we've never seen Wellsville on the maps before. And it looks like whoever was maybe searching didn't search everything, and maybe they didn't even get to Happy Valley, so...
So he didn't make these markings, any of them?
Jenna finishes up her conversations with Tori and walks over.
Oh,
No, that's totally fine.
different.
No. Honestly, it's perfect timing. It's fine. So you walk over and you say that. No, he said he found the map in this. So yes, I mean, I guess it might as well just say it out loud. That means Blue Valley was circled by somebody.
Where did he say he found it?
I'll be honest with you guys. He was kind of cagey about the whole thing.
Remind me who he is.
Yes. Let me look up his name. Patrick Strum. He's one of the football.
Like Patrick. Yes.
Yeah, he's one of the football players that was brought a while back, and then Frankie Henderson, who's actually a woman, who was rescued by the Lycans. Both of them were the ones that were on the run. And Derek just kind of says, Patrick was a bit cagey about it, and he said that he found it, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I feel like this wasn't found randomly, which makes me think that somebody was looking around Blue Valley, and I don't know who it was. And so, yes, this is a supply run for sure. We need those supplies, but maybe there's also answers as to whoever the fuck made this map.
Well, if somebody made this map, are we leaving behind enough people to make sure they'll be all right?
He kind of looks at you and almost offended. But
I also look at Jenna and be like,
That's right.
and he says,
That's fair.
"Well, first of all, me and my husband, who saved your life multiple times, are here.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure over the past 2 years we've made it. Everyone knows what they're doing here. You shouldn't feel afraid. And I know it's fine. I appreciate it, but we're okay. And the way you can best serve Blue Valley is finding out what this is all about. And maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's people who are long gone, long dead. Maybe it's people who are simply just curious. I don't know. But we need to find out.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to have me or Zach leave our kids. Not this young. I'm not ready yet. You can share this with everybody if you want. Or if you just want to keep the guise of a simple supply trip, that's fine. Whatever you decide, I trust you.
I mean, I think. No, go ahead.
I think we don't really know who to trust right now, so maybe the fewer people that know better.
You see Derek. Roll a vibe check, both of you.
Oh my god, 4.
Dirty 20.
God for more.
You don't pick up on it, Jenna, but you do see this. Derek looks over at Liam. And what you pick up on, Morgan, is a guilt for what he feels and is saying. But he does say, well, we know who's the newest. And he's shown himself to be a good worker. Olive says that he is a good listener. Part of me wonders if he just slips out and she keeps talking, which wouldn't surprise me, but just keep your eyes open, okay? On a swivel. Don't be like me out there. Okay, be like Zach.
It's good advice.
Very, very good.
Well, alright.
Okay. I love you
Hey,
guys.
Wes. Can I just...
My name's
talk to you
Derek.
for a second? Derek, oh god.
It's okay. It's not the first time you've done it, and he like practically drags you over to the side. What's up?
I'm sorry. I just. Did you know?
I don't know about what.
Did you know about Wes? Will you keep an eye on him?
He told you?
Yeah, he fucking told me.
Morgan, I'm so sorry. I couldn't tell you. He made me promise that he needed to be the one to tell you.
How long have you known?
I mean, just a few days.
How long have they been?
And they've known for about a week now.
But how long have they been?
A while.
Jesus.
I mean, do you really have any room to talk?
No, but he told, wait, are you not shocked that
I
the
mean,
two of them to get,
well, what I'm shocked about is that she's fucking pregnant. That's what I'm shocked about. I'm not shocked that it happened.
I know I'm not shocked that it happened. I'm sorry, I just had to get it off my chest before we go out there, and I'm gonna definitely tell Jenna. This is nuts.
Have you and Jenna talked recently?
We talked this morning. Why?
I was just wondering how you guys were doing. Roll a vibe check.
A natural 20.
This is what I'll say with a nat 20. You know that he is alluding to a conversation that has not happened.
Cool, great. Love all these secrets.
What
for
you
me.
also see is, especially with a nat 20, and you kind of realize it in your head, is for his own dignity's sake and his own pride, he's practically begging you to just he almost knows that he's already let it slip, and he's just asking you to not say anything. You know what I mean? Just move on. Just move on and act like you believe him. He knows you don't believe him, but just act like you believe him. That's what you notice with a nat 20, but you can do whatever you want. That's what he's just hoping that he's just just nothing, just nothing. Just can we move on? Just can we move on, please? That's what he's saying with his eyes.
Derek, you son of a bitch. And I turn around and
wait.
go back.
He grabs you.
What?
Speaking of Liam, if you could strike up a conversation or two with him.
Oh, I'll try. Lord knows I'll try.
Olive has been weird lately. She seems concerned. And I tried to get her to talk to me, and she won't.
She's concerned about
I don't know.
Liam, or...
I know not about Liam, but all she does is yabber on all day. And maybe she's let slip what she's worried about. Maybe you can get something out of him. Maybe not. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's worth a shot because, like I said, Olive is always chatting, and yet she won't tell me what she's worried about, and I know she's worried about something.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do my best. I've been trying for a while, but he's a hard shell, so I don't...
Crack it.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Please crack it.
That's better.
And he chuckles, and then
Knock him on the shoulder.
yeah, he says, "Be safe, okay?" And he turns and walks away. All of you mechanically, due to just because of the situation that's going on right now, you all have the equipment that I gave you in your character sheets. As far as ingredients for craftable items, all of you right now can take one of the 4 categories. So if you want to work together and talk about it, you can. If you just want to decide, you can. But as of right now, you can take one of the 4.
Wait, each of us, or we all as a unit have one?
Each of you gets one.
Oh, okay.
And Theo and Rafi will have one of each based on whatever you get. I'll decide. But I'll tell you right now. But you four need to decide first. So,
Is anybody in this party proficient in medicine?
Nope.
Damn it!
So it
No.
doesn't matter who has a healing kit.
It's 5 points for everybody.
No book smarts.
I'll get half of a med kit, one half, whatever.
I was gonna say, I think 2 people should take 1 rag and 2 people should take 1 alcohol so we can make 2 med kits at some point.
Yeah.
Amongst the 4 of us.
Okay, and then if that
No
sounds
way.
good does that sound good to everybody else?
Yeah. So who's gonna take the 2 med kits? I have one.
You haven't crafted them yet.
Wait, so we're not getting the craftable items, we're getting the ingredients.
Yes, you're only getting one
Oh.
ingredient each.
So like
Yeah.
Jesse
Dang
takes
it!
Yeah.
Jesse takes an alcohol.
Jenna, how do you
Morgan
have a
takes
med
an
kit?
alcohol or whatever.
It just says that in my character sheet.
It shouldn't. I
Yeah, I thought-
apologize.
Oh,
We all
okay.
don't have one? Oh.
No, you should not have a med kit.
We don't have anything.
I apologize if that was included.
Don't have a med kit.
Some of the old character sheets that I copied over, I didn't alter as much as I should have.
So none of us should have any of the medkit, Molotov, knife, or arrows.
No.
Okay.
You should just have. I think you each have 2 guns of a certain type, and then one
And then a
melee,
knife.
and then one melee weapon. I think.
So I
Yeah.
shouldn't have 13 Molotovs.
No. And if you want to,
Glasses.
if you want to, you can combine those ingredients. Right. Actually, you know what? This is probably
What?
the better way to do this, especially narratively. Let's just go ahead and say each of you and the 2 NPCs all right now can have one of the craftable ingredients. So using the combination of those 6 ingredients, what items would you like to take with you? Does that make sense what I'm asking? So like
Yeah.
let's go ahead and craft them now, and
Yeah.
then we'll have like 2 extra ingredients left over.
I mean, I would say 3 med kits or 2 med kits and a Molotov.
Yeah. If
I'd
we
say
all have
2
it.
med kits and a Molotov.
2 medkits and a Molotov. Yay,
Yeah.
nay, yay. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yay!
we'll do 2 medkits and a
Yay!
Molotov. Who would? We'll just go ahead and leave those for the PC. So, does one person want all 3 of them? Does one?
I'll
how do
take
we-
a med kit
Okay.
I'll take
because I'm
the Molotov.
I'm a
Okay.
protector.
Last medkit. You just want to take both, Morgan?
I'll take 2, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Morgan has both medkits, and
I
Jenna
got
has
the first aid.
and Jenna has the Molotov.
I think it makes
Um,
sense that they have the stuff.
I think so, too.
They've
They're
done
the
this before.
they're the leaders of
they,
the road.
they don't
Yeah.
really trust us maybe with it yet.
You're right. I completely agree. I think that narratively makes sense.
That's fair.
Okay, so and I do think that I correctly gave you all ammo for your weapons. You should not have
Yep.
more than
Mhm.
6 bullets for any weapon.
That's right.
So I shouldn't
and
have 12 Molotovs.
And as I said in the Discord pre-game, be careful with what you use.
Well,
Yep.
Because looking for
Time to not
supplies
use
is gonna
anything.
be
I can make
um,
it.
but you have all gathered your ingredients, and Penny has left you to your devices. You all walk to the northeast gate of Blue Valley. Actually, it would make the most sense for you to walk to the southwest gate.
That's what I was thinking.
So you walk to the southwest gate right outside the stables, and the gate has been opened for you by 2 random people that are manning the walls, which is always being manned, and you start to exit the campgrounds of Blue Valley, and you enter a early morning snowfall into the surrounding area, and that is where we will take a little bio break as the journey has just begun. So don't go anywhere, but stand up, stretch, get some water, but stay tuned. We will be right back. Hello, welcome back to the remains. Our party has exited the main area of Blue Valley. And you are on your faithful steeds, making your way to, well, on the trail of the map. Looking at the map, what path do you think you would take? Do you take, from where you are in Blue Valley, Highway 321 through Townsend until you get in the natural path that leads itself to the Happy Valley Resort? Or do you just stay in the forest and follow through the Happy Valley Resort, or follow through the forest all the way to the Happy Valley Resort? What do you think you would do?
I say we follow less of the forest and more into a town, because forest provides cover for
Townsend is a place that you all have been before, so it's not that is a town that you were aware of and so have been to before. Pretty picked through as far as supplies is concerned. You might be able to find a small amount of things, but basically I'm saying it's not an unfamiliar, uncharted place. So it is a place that you are aware of. So is that what you decide to do? Does anybody disagree? I mean, I guess...
I think passing through towns makes sense.
Probably has shelter.
Right. So...
Has Jenna ever agreed with me so quickly? Vibe check.
All the time, honey.
Not 20, she has cancer.
What?
You notice her cells,
Clip
like
that,
something
clip
with her
that.
cellular biology looks really different.
Get a 13. Vibe check.
13, you notice no difference.
I'm serious. I mean business. I'm out on a run. I'm a different person.
So as you are all making your way through this forest, and making your way to Highway 321, which is a proverbial forest in and of itself, you all ride in silence. The sun begins to rise an hour or two into your journey. Your horses are just starting to get warmed up. They feel happy and healthy. The journey is going well so far. Are there any conversations, or is there anything that you want to do in particular during just the very first leg of this journey, Morgan?
I try as hard as I don't know horse-wise if I can like grab Jenna's hand.
Yeah, sure.
While we're riding.
Yeah,
but,
all these horses are very familiar with one another.
Yeah.
The only
so we, like,
real
kind of-
caveat is what I've mentioned, which is Storm does stay pretty right near Shadow because they are mates.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you call them mates for horses. I don't know what the fucking terminology is, but they fucking.
I mean, horses don't mate for life, so.
Well, these two do. In the
Okay.
cartoon land of The Last of Us. It's a very serious show, guys. But yeah, other than that, Frosty is Theo's horse. The White Arabian is young and like a goof and a half, and so like literally will like make you laugh with some of the stuff that he does. He like will play with his own mane and like blow it off of his snout, and he will occasionally like
Cute.
he'll occasionally just like stop and like be obsessed with something, and like Theo will like Theo knows him well enough to just like stop and like let him do his thing. He like waves you all on as you just like pass, and then Theo will come back up with you. Pollock, Shadow, Bert, Gran, all four of your horses are pretty, just reliable and loyal and are just taking your commands. Shadow is not very nice, infamously, but is very comfortable with Liam, and that is noticeable. Gran is older in her years. Probably this is one of the last runs that she will go on, most likely.
God damn it! Everyone's leaving me, and I
One
don't
of.
even know it yet.
So yeah, you all are all walking or riding, and you very easily can ride up next to Jenna and grab her hand.
I look at her knowingly, and then I like turn to the rest of the group, and I say, "All right, everybody. I spy with my little eye something that is white."
If you say white, oh my god, Theo.
Theo's horse!
Yes, Jesse, perfect. Jesse
name is
wins.
Frosty.
Jesse, your turn.
Yeah, sorry, I got excited. I didn't think about it.
Right, Jesse, your turn.
Oh, my turn. Okay. I spy with my little eye something tall.
Raffy goes, a tree?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Got it!
Oh, all right, nice.
It's harder in the winter, but y'all get the hang of it. You know, it's
There's no lot around, but
yeah, but something to take the edge off, I guess. And I look at Jenna. You good?
Yeah, of course. Who got that?
It was Rafi.
Oh, are we really doing this?
I
mean,
did
we
it.
got 3 days.
Oh, okay.
3 days.
Is that right?
Well, actually, it should be 2 to 3 days, depending on the weather. Depending on the events, you could get there in around 2ish, but it might be around 3. Raffy says, "Okay, well,
Sorry, I thought it was 3 days round. Unless I'm wrong.
No. I 100% might have told you that when we very first started talking about this. But now I will tell you, and now it is canon on stream.
Okay.
In this moment,
is that it'll take you around like about a week total.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll be about a week, because it'll be like around 6 days. Could even be around 5. But yeah, so it'll take you like 2-3ish days to get there, 2-3ish days to get back.
Cool.
So seriously, I definitely could have told you the wrong thing. I contradict myself as a GM all the time.
classic.
I just wanted to make sure that I was like, oh, I don't want him
No,
to
for
spread
sure.
things out.
I should write down things more. But hey, you love me for who I am.
Yeah.
So you all are continuing on your way. Rafi says, all right, well, I guess I spy with my little eye something red.
I like immediately look around, like in case there's like blood or like a
There's no blood anyway.
anybody's coats.
I think someone here has a reddish attire, if I'm correct. Am I wrong? Liam?
Yeah, my backpack's red, but
Yeah.
I'm not following.
Yeah, but
Is
Liam's
it-
backpack is red.
Is it
Jesse
Liam's
looks
backpack?
at Liam like, oh,
Is that what you say, Morgan?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Liam, I already went. Can you just go?
I see.
bye.
No.
I love that.
Someone else just go.
No, you were doing so good. What were you seeing? I want to guess.
There's
I'm
like
ready.
I feel like there's like 3 colors. It's like you have black horses. There's white snow.
Mhm, but there's white others. Oh, Jesse.
Theo's dying. Theo's laughing.
Come on, Liam, it's fun. It's boring, but it's fun.
Raffy looks at you, Liam, and just kind of like shrugs.
Okay, what's red?
That's good.
Theo goes, your backpack?
You already said that.
No.
Shut up.
Worth a shot.
Oh, was it Jesse's hair?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, Liam, that was a good one.
Yeah,
Was it
that was good.
I like look at him to like not too obviously not like,
Like I was,
but I
like
just
I'm
want
soccer
to see.
mom.
Yeah, I just want to see if he like if that like affected him at all.
Him?
I'm just happy that the attention is now off of me, that I don't have to choose anything anymore.
Theo says, "Well, Jenna already went, right? So maybe Jesse can just go." Wait, no,
Oh,
Jesse's the one that went. Yeah, sorry, Jenna. You go ahead.
I'll go again.
No, Jenna, shut up.
I spy something good.
Something blue?
Blue.
Is it your eyes?
No, they're not blue, but thank you.
Aren't they?
She also wouldn't be able to spy her own eyes.
That's a rough one. That's a rough one, Miss Morgan. Not gonna lie.
I thought this would be easier, I gotta say.
Is it the sky?
It's the sky.
Oh damn
I
it!
mean, it's more of a
Sorry,
purple.
I didn't
The
wanna
sun's
say
not
it
all the way
again.
up yet.
Purple?
I mean, that's more
Oh
of a
my God.
purple to me.
Are you crazy?
Jenna, have you been colorblind this whole time?
Yeah, you got me.
Oh heck!
That's why she doesn't know her eyes are blue. Theo says. And then he looks
I'm
at you,
colorblind
Morgan.
too.
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
That's hilarious.
Well, Theo says it kind of like out loud. I guess, you know, we're all going to be on this trip together. We should all, you know, get to know each other a little more. I know Jenna and Morgan and Jesse pretty well. I know Rafi pretty well too, so I guess it really only leaves you, Liam. Theo's like, clearly that's what he meant the entire time, but is like being very bad about it. Liam, have you been enjoying your time at Blue Valley? Rafi kind of just like chuckles to himself because it like looks at you and kind of gives you like a look of like empathy because he barely knows you and knows that you hate this.
It's nice. People are nice.
Yeah, well, you haven't met all the people yet, I guess. You gotta laugh. Well, that was good. That was fun. Jesse, how's it feel to be out and about?
Cold.
Yeah, it's fucking cold.
It's cold. It's cold there too, I guess, though. If I really think about it hard.
Morgan, you seem to be acting a little weird. You hungover?
You can't just ask
No.
somebody if they're hungover.
I think I can.
I'm a little
I
hungover.
I'm no Jenna. I'm not hungover.
Right.
I just drank more than I have in a long time. And so I'm just getting used to it again.
Hmm.
I'm getting old, Theo.
Yeah, I know. I can tell.
That means you're and I like try to like I like ride my horse up to him and like smack his horse
yeah.
and like see if it goes.
Oh, you smack the Frosty
Oh,
bolts. Frosty
Oh, no.
bolts. Frosty
Oh,
bolts forward. Holy!
Hush your mouth next time.
Keep out of eyesight.
I'm not hungover. I like look at everybody. I'm not hungover. I would not jeopardize.
Did you say Theo's
It's
out of
fun.
eyesight?
Yeah, I mean, his horse bolts.
I'm gonna go check on your brother.
He's fine.
He's
Theo.
Oh my god, Jenna, please! Jenna,
Okay,
go, Jenna,
I'll
go.
run up too. I'll
all right. Yeah, come on.
Come on. Let's run.
You guys.
Let's ride.
You guys ride forward. It doesn't take you long to find Frosty just kind of like in the middle of the trail, just like peeking a bit, like just like just like going back and forth. Theo just like looks at you angrily. That was unfair, Jenna or Morgan. That sucked.
You keep doing that, Theo. Just because we're together now does not mean we become one person. Wes and I were
True.
not one person. Jenna and I are not one person.
Tell that to Wes and Derek.
Are they one person?
According to you. I heard what you said this morning. Come on, you just did it.
That's okay. That was an accident. I had Wes on my brain for no reason at all. Nothing. Just
I fucking knew it. What's going on with you? You've been acting weird all morning.
Me?
Yes.
I'm
Jenna,
not. It's not my news
sister as
to
well as I
tell.
thought you did.
Listen,
What's
nothing's going. Nothing. Just it's Wes's business. Let him tell you.
Wes's business? Well, then
He
it's our
just-
business.
Well, not when he's not here to like tell you. Oh, okay, fine. Kara's pregnant.
What? Who? What?
Fucking
Kara.
knew it. And
Remember
Theo,
Kara that
Theo looks
she-
over at you, Jesse, and there was like some night where he didn't say that she was pregnant, but definitely did like say that the two of them were like fucking, and he looks at you and goes, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I told you.
And I somehow knew that it would happen. Theo, I don't want to see that look. I knew. As soon as he told me he was taking her on runs, I was like, I know this game that you're playing. I know where you were going to take me for my birthday 2 years ago. I don't know. I don't know if that's where, but I definitely
That has
did
that
not
dog
have...
in him.
Oh, shut up.
Just saying.
He's not all that good.
I like what.
Do the kids know?
Well, no, I don't think he sold anybody except. Well, now all of you. Oh shit. Okay, none of you can tell
Raffi.
that I told you.
Raffi speaks up and he says, "Is that what you and Zach were talking about?" Says over to Jenna.
Did he tell you?
I just saw the two of you talking last night. I thought, oh, they're talking about something, and like Raffi like thinks he's like in on this joke.
You know, we were just talking. It wasn't like that.
Oh,
You guys seem to be like being pretty secretive about it. I think the two of you knew about this.
what are you talking about to Zach? And you're not telling me.
Honey, it's nothing. All right, we'll talk about it later.
Well, no,
Well,
I
let's,
told you my
let's
Raffi,
go back
Raffi immediately is like, oh,
Yeah.
I spy with
No,
my
no.
little eye.
No.
Something red. My face. Embarrassed.
Yeah. My face too. All right. Well, let's just keep
Theo
going.
looks at Raffi and goes,
And I'll ride my horse a little bit ahead.
It like takes Jenna a while. She like almost goes up and talks to Morgan like 3 times.
uh-huh.
And then after like a bit, catches up.
No, you don't have to tell me.
Of course, I'm gonna tell you. I gotta tell you something.
When you walk away, Raffi is back with the other group, and he looks at the two of you and Theo, and he says, "What the fuck did I do? I'm sorry. What did I do? I thought that this should we not have joked about Wes?"
I don't think that's about Wes.
Oh. Do you know what it's about?
All I gotta say is there's a lot of secrets out here, okay? And I just...
And Theo interrupts you and says, "And everyone should keep them to themselves." Raffi is like, "I don't have any. Do you have any secrets?" He looks at you, Liam.
Isn't the point of this to be, looking for supplies and making sure that we don't run into like a biter, an infected?
Yeah, but they're our friends, and if they're in trouble or sad, then don't you want to know what's wrong?
Well, he's right. Theo says,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make sure that The two of them come back here. Jesse, Liam, Rafa, keep your head on a swivel, all right? And Theo slowly starts to ride up. But while that was happening,
I don't wanna. I changed my mind. All right. I'm just gonna say it. All right. Zach thinks that I'm sick. Zach knows that I'm sick.
That you're sick. Like you got, like you should.
Morgan, Zach
Why are you
thinks
on
that I
this
have-
run?
Zach thinks that I have cancer.
Mm-mm. No, that's not. That doesn't. You can't. You can't tell. What do we
He
have
knows.
that could tell that?
He knows as well as he can know.
Why do you where?
But
Where?
Morgan, we're gonna
Of what?
have some pharmacies and we're
Yeah,
gonna
pharmacies
look through all
here.
of them.
Yeah, look through. So where though? Where does Zach think that you have
Zach
that you're?
thinks that I have stage 3 ovarian.
And no. What? Mm-mm.
I'm sorry.
Okay. That's. I don't. And you didn't tell me.
I
How
haven't
long have you
long.
known this?
I haven't known long. How long have I known? Like a week?
huh?
Couple days? A week?
I'm gonna allow that up to you. How long you think Chitta would be able to keep it from Morgan?
I started talking to him about it a couple weeks ago, but I've only even suspected that it was this bad for a few days.
What's this bad? What does that mean? What are
don't
you
know.
feeling? What are you?
Look, Morgan,
What have
all
I
I know
missed?
is that
And I'll say, and sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say,
Mm-hmm.
just in case Morgan's question does come into, into consideration,
Mhm.
through the past couple years, enough supplies have been gathered that him and Maggie have been working together with you, and they're not 100% sure, but due to results to certain blood tests that they're getting, according to medical journals that have been found, they're about 85-90% positive.
Mhm. They've been doing a lot of work, They really don't know. There's no way to really know. But last time when I was talking to Zach, he said I probably shouldn't wait till the end of this run to tell you.
So then, what do we do?
He mentioned that there could be treatments that could possibly be found, but that those drugs are very powerful and rare, and so for them, and not manufactured anymore, and so for them to be found, decades later is pretty rare. The only other option that is the more probable option, yet vastly more dangerous one, is surgery and going into your body and removing your ovaries. And that would only fix the situation if it hadn't spread anywhere else. And even that is, there's always a chance for it to show up somewhere else.
There's some treatment options, maybe, depending on. I mean, who knows what we'll find on this run.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I'm sorry I didn't tell you right away. just wanted
Uh,
you to be carefree for a couple more days.
Why are we out here then? Why we should go home? We should go back home. We should.
No,
We don't need to. We don't need to be here. We can.
Morgan, like Derek said, the
More
best thing that I can do right now is to help make sure that everyone back there is safe and help make sure that you and the boys are safe.
But what?
Plus, I like going on runs with you.
Okay. But when we get back.
Clap, clap, clap. Hey, you two. What's going on? We need to get back to the group. We need to actually start treating this a little bit serious. I know, I can't believe I'm saying that, but Liam's the one that brought it up and he made a good fucking point. Wait, what's going on? What's going on?
And you just see, like, Morgan just, like, tears, like, start.
Did you guys break up? What the fuck? Why did you...
No. Oh, God. Zach thinks that I have cancer. I don't really
No,
wanna
the
talk
fuck
about
you
it
do not.
anymore. Yeah, that's kind of
That's
how
what I
feel about it,
said.
too.
Oh.
That's how I've been trying to feel about it, but
What are we doing out here?
Thank you.
we're making sure all of you are alright. And that everyone back home is alright. And that the boys are alright.
Alright, well, what do we do? How do we fix it?
Look through all
I've
the
just asked all
pharmacies.
these questions.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay, well, then
already-
give me the fucking answers.
I got the Spark Notes version at this point. We look through all the pharmacies. There's maybe a couple of treatments. It's pretty rare, but you know, with all of us looking, maybe we can find something. Plus, who knows what's at these outposts, this resort. I mean, maybe they had supplies. Maybe they didn't have weapons, and so they're not there anymore, but they had supplies. I don't know.
You see Theo gets serious for a moment. And he looks at you, Jenna. Can you do this? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Do I look good?
Alright.
I'm good.
He looks over at you, Morgan. I love you. I love both of you. We gotta... We're not gonna be dragging Jenna back, so... Since we can't do that, then...
Well, no, you're not. Wouldn't let you.
Well, then we gotta make sure you're okay while we're out here. When you return to the group and keep our eyes out. He looks at both of you again. I love you. But take a few minutes and then we gotta get a move on, alright? And he just nods solemnly and then turns Frosty away and rides back to the main group. What do the two of you do?
I would just grab Morgan's hand. Everything's gonna be alright no matter what. You're gonna be alright no matter what.
We're not going anywhere. We just started this thing. And we're gonna fucking finish it in a way that's way better than this, okay?
Damn right.
And I'll kiss her hand.
Alright.
Through.
Yeah. So as the two of you are finishing up your conversation, Theo comes back to the main group. They'll be right here. I've been looking around here. Is everything all right? Hunky dory?
No trees.
I need you two to make a search check for me.
Come on, computer.
15 for me.
Alrighty.
Sorry for the delay.
You good, girl?
We're
Ooh,
good.
that's pretty good, actually. Hold on.
Everybody, hold on.
18 plus 6.
Damn.
Alright.
24.
Both of you, as Theo is kind of talking to you, you see movement just outside of the trees around you. You are looking. You immediately, both of you, your attention is drawn to your right, and you see in the early morning sun shadows moving amongst the trees, and immediately you get on edge. And as these shadows move forward, you start to see shapes, and you see a paw step forward and another paw, and then next to that another figure splits off, and then another figure splits off, and you see a pack of wolves starting to enclose around you, walking forward. I need everybody to roll initiative.
It wasn't just snow and trees.
And I had to walk away for 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I said we should be serious.
Bet.
I was being very serious, just for the record.
You were being so serious, babe.
Probably too serious.
What's our... Do we just add proficiency?
Agility.
Oh, agility? Damn.
Yep.
Got a dirty 20. Morgan
Nice.
is fucking ready.
I rolled a 23.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Jenna
17.
and
well.
Jesse.
19.
Hey!
Nice. Look at you guys.
Getting my
Oh,
good
yeah,
rolls
girl.
out early.
Who
That's
said we're not
good.
serious?
Okay, so as always, I'm going to roll in the chat for the NPCs.
How many are there? 5.
There are 4 wolves that you see. Actually, I'll show them to you.
No, thank you.
You see. I'll show the stream too. You see. A growling
Ooh.
wolf.
Ooh. Spooky.
Next to him, you see a pure white
Oh,
wolf.
hey, buddy.
Gray wolf is with him as well.
Oh, jeez.
And lastly, the leader of the pack heading towards you is a large black wolf. And all of them are slowly but surely starting to surround and flank you. We don't have a map for this. This is just all going to be in our mind. But Theo gets a +1 to this. So he gets an 18.
Nice.
Whoa!
Hell
Look
yeah.
at you guys go.
Except for
And
now
then
she's
Rafi gets a +3 to this. That's a dirty 20.
Oh,
Damn!
We'll go ahead and let him go after Morgan. Okay, so top of the turn order, Liam. You see these 4 wolves starting to enclose on your group. Jenna and Morgan, both of you are a movement and an action to use your movement away. But after that, you can get here. But the rest of you are right there by the wolves. Liam, what do you do?
So we're still all our question because we're on our horses.
Yep.
Would that affect the speed at which we would be moving? Because
That's a very good point.
60 feet. 60
Right now-
feet.
Right now, the wolves are about 30 feet away from you. The horses have started to sense them and are getting very uneasy. And actually, as a point of order, Theo has gotten off of Frosty and let Frosty run away. He knows that he can get Frosty later. And as a free action on your turn, if you want to let your horse go, you can. If you want to try to stay on your horse, you can. But that is going to make certain things difficult. So yeah, go ahead, Liam.
Yeah, I think sensing that, and because I'm pretty new to horseback riding,
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust myself on it, so I'm gonna get off, let Shadow
Yeah.
go.
He
I know
does.
he's a really good horse. He's also not gonna go far from Storm, so I'm not that
Yeah,
worried.
as soon as you do that, Rafi just knows instinctively to echo you, and he gets off because Storm is going to follow Shadow.
Great. Then I'm gonna reach for my rifle and then reconsider it and get out the machete instead.
Okay.
What
What do you do?
Which one is nearest me?
The black one.
Ooh, I don't like that one.
Yeah,
No,
he's menacing
thanks.
looking.
Yeah, that's the one that I had the reservations about. Could I start? And sorry, this is taking so long.
You're good. You're good. Please, it's been so long.
For real, it has been. Shit. Yeah, I think I want to go. Which one is nearer to me, the brown or the gray?
The black one is kind of like leading this like pyramid, and then pretty close to him, but a little bit further back is the white wolf.
Okay.
Further down the flank like closer to Blue Valley is the brown wolf, and further down the flank closer to Morgan and Jenna is the gray wolf. And they're kind of equidistant. So really, it's like you're choosing. Like they're all equidistant to you.
They're coming at us. Yeah, they're coming at us
starting
like
to flank you.
in a triangle shape.
Yep.
Okay. Because of that, I think I want to veer off towards the left and just try.
So towards Morgan and Jenna, towards the gray wolf.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to just peel that the gray one off of the others.
Okay.
Trying not to get all of them on me, but
Yeah.
just try and coax.
Do you attack it?
If I can do this, and if I can't, it's fine.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is use whatever movement I can to get up to that gray wolf, hit it, and then use whatever, if I have any other movement, to back away from it and sort of goading it to come to me.
Yeah, easily. Yeah, sure.
Okay, then that's what I want to do is
All right,
go
so
poke it and then retreat.
Yeah, you kind of like charge up to it. Go ahead and make an attack with your machete.
Okay. It's +7. Jeez Louise.
It's level 2 for you.
That's a 22.
22. So are you hitting it with the butt of your machete?
No, the blade.
Okay, so yeah. Well, with a 22, my friend, you have reached the headshot threshold of the wolf. You
Nice.
You run over to this wolf, and you are attempting to just like goad this wolf into attacking you, like you said. And you go to kind of like you go to strike downward, and the wolf, afraid of this motion from you, rears back, and as it does, like goes right up into your blade, and your machete just right into the skull of this wolf. You hear just a brief and it just immediately like is dead. Blood starts to pour out, and it falls limp to the ground.
Someone whose favorite animal is the wolf. This is
Me
really
too, brother. Me
difficult
too. So I would say you probably doing that. You don't use your move. I mean, you can use your movement if you want to, but maybe you're a little bit dumbfounded.
Yeah, I still want to back off because
of course. But seeing this, the gray wolf, I need to guys music for it. Of course.
Yeah.
And the white wolf sees this and immediately hunkers down and growls at you, and you see it dig through the snow and is charging right at you. It gets a +5 to its bite.
Oh shoot!
What, did you want to do something?
For a bonus action,
Please.
I wanted to just in my retreat, if there's anything that I can get behind just to cover.
Yeah, I'll just say you can hide behind a tree, or you can like put yourself around a tree.
Yeah.
Or at least between you and the wolves. So it gets a +5 to this. That is a 15 to hit. I think
misses
with a
if
+3
I'm-
it doesn't hit. Yeah.
Does not hit.
So it charges at you and kind of snaps at you, and you just like holding the tree, like Like you're just, you're basically playing like keep away with this wolf, and you use the tree as this guard, and this wolf is starting to just like chase you around this tree. But that is the end of its turn. Morgan, you have definitely now, as you are starting to ride back, you see Frosty and Shadow book it. Both of your horses start to get a little weary, and then you hear the little yelp and like a from like a wild animal coming forward.
Oh boy. Oh lord. And so you said how much it would take our entire movement plus our action to use?
Yeah, you would have a bonus action left, but yeah, for your first turn, it would take your whole turn to get there.
What if I wanted to use my horse hooves as a weapon? Is that like, could I charge them?
You know what? Yeah, I forgot actually that you were on your horses. So I will say you can try to do that, especially with Gran. You're gonna have to I'm gonna have to roll a luck check basically to see if Gran is not gonna be afraid and is able to do that.
I don't know enough about Gran now to know if that would be something that Gran.
I'll just tell you what the odds are so you can make an educated decision.
Can you?
Yeah, so I would roll, I would say it's a DC, or actually it's a luck check, right? I'm going to change it from a luck check to a bravery check for Gran. She's an older horse. I'm going to give her a +1 to her bravery check. And she would have to beat a 15. I mean, these are wolves. These are natural, literally like ancient enemies of these creatures.
Sorry, and one more question, just to paint the picture.
Yeah, you could. Just to give you some more information. You could get off your horse, make one movement, and then try to take a gunshot from range.
But I don't.
I was just letting you know that that's a possibility. The only reason, the only reason you have to use your full turn to get up there is if to actually get up on.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Then I'm gonna, seeing that the horses are coming towards me.
Yeah.
And there's not people on them, I would be smart enough, I think, to get off my horse, look at Jenna, hey. Yeah,
because you don't see any blood or any it doesn't seem like there was some kind of struggle off of each person.
Yeah, and hearing the yelp, it sounds like an animal.
Exactly. Yeah. So you're smart enough to know what's going on.
I would get off of Gran and run to try to at least get eyesight on the situation.
Yeah, once you use your full movement, you definitely see what's going on. Currently, you see Liam literally dancing around a tree with a wolf, a white wolf. Not too far from him, you see a gray wolf with blood already pouring into the white snow from them.
Yeah.
And then you see a black and brown wolf currently making their way to Rafi and Thea.
You said the white wolf was near Liam.
Yeah, right up on him.
Yeah, if I can, I'll just try to take a shot with my handgun at the white wolf.
Go ahead. Roll for attack.
And then just to make sure, is it proficiency plus agility for these weapons?
Yeah.
Is how you're getting the
Should
stat?
be.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. Not quite the headshot threshold, but that will do full damage, so go ahead.
That is a 4 points of damage.
Just a sec. Go ahead.
And I do want to, make myself aware of whether or not that loud noise, scared any of the other wolves as well, or, jostled them at all.
Okay, roll. Yeah, I won't make you roll for that. Yeah, so you fire the shot. Liam, as you're kind of dancing with this wolf, you hear a loud crack, and you hear the wolf wince in pain a little bit. It starts to bite at its side, where you see blood starting to pour out from its side, and then looks at you growling. Morgan, when that happens, you do see that the black wolf and the brown wolf as they're like slowly like crawling forward, you do see that like you know how you see in cats sometimes when like a noise is, it's like they're walking and they like stutter but then like keep walking. You know what I mean? Like that's what you see in these wolves. So it is a moment. So it is a moment of like, shh, but then just like, but they're in predator mode, so they keep going. Yeah.
Fuck them.
Is that the end of your turn?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. At the end of your turn, the black wolf is going to sprint towards Theo and attack him. He gets +5 to this. That's a 7. So that's not gonna hit. He runs over to Theo, and Theo just kind of like moves out of the way, and the wolf skids for a second and then comes to face him. But that's the end of the black wolf's turn, and it's now Rafi's turn, who is going to run up to help Theo with his knife. He gets a +5 to this attack. That's another 7, so that's gonna miss the wolf. He kind of just can't place the blade where he needs to. But a wolf doesn't go after an NPC, so now it's Jesse's turn.
Would Rafe had advantage on that?
Good question. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and say we don't see the map. We don't see how they're flaking. Let's go ahead and do that. Good looking out for Rafe. That's a 19. That's gonna do it.
Hey!
Nice.
So this is a D6. For the NPCs, they just roll the die. So that's 3 points of damage. The black wolf. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, he kind of stabs at it a little bit. The wolf like is now like kind of cornered in between these two and is like moving its attention between Theo and Rafi. Jesse, it's your turn. The black wolf is nearest you with your other 2 companions, but the brown wolf is making its way to you, and you know, never turn your back on a predator.
Yeah, and I'm on my horse still, right?
Unless you want to try to keep him there.
Well, I'm just worried that the horse is either going to get injured or will run away.
These horses are pretty well trained.
Okay.
They probably will. You feel confident as far as the runaway part. You feel confident that you'll be able to get them back to you.
Okay.
But injured part, you know.
Yeah. So maybe I'll. What would it be? A movement to jump off the horse and kind of pat it
free
to
action
get it
for
away?
free action to deal with the horse.
So
however you
she'll
wanna deal
come
with it.
off the horse and kind of go like.
Yeah. He immediately. I mean, he
Go on,
kind of
Paul.
like, you know, in a very similar way to the black wolf. Shadow is kind of like the leader of the pack for the horses, and so he immediately just follows in
Send
tow
it out
where
to
Shadow and like where all the rest of them went.
Go on, Poe. Okay, and then Morgan did shoot a weapon, so I'm assuming Jesse's gonna assume shooting a weapon is fine.
Okay.
So I will do handgun shots at the black wolf that's on Theo and Rafi.
I would definitely think with the 2 of them kind of having him cornered, you would have advantage.
Sweet. Ooh. Okay, so that's gonna be. And you said what was it to add? Just I don't have
Agility.
any agility, so it's nothing.
Sorry, yeah.
Oh,
so
plus
plus
proficiency.
proficiency, so it should be 3 for you.
19, 20, 21, 22. Got a 19 with the advantage, so 22
Yeah.
total.
22 total. The wolf, they kind of goad him into being almost a standing still target for you. And with the training that you've gone under, you think hear Zach's mind in the back of your voice. You know, don't squeeze, embrace. And so he like, you slowly pull on the trigger as you exhale, and once again you hear, actually with this headshot you don't even hear like yelp. The wolf just falls over. Yeah, it's dead. That's the end of your turn.
Okay.
Oh, well,
then,
no, you can do whatever you want. Sorry.
So a lot of my bonus actions, and this is me learning this new sheet, a lot of
Yeah.
these are kind of reactionary. So if I hold my bonus, then I want to use it later
So,
on,
yeah,
I can do that, right?
Just as a reminder for everybody and the viewers as well who don't know this system, bonus actions are also reaction. So basically, you can not use a bonus action, use it at any point during a round, but once you do use it, you won't get it back until you're
Until you go again.
Yep.
And then this luck thing, re-roll 2 rolls of your choice per long rest. Is that any roll or just mine?
you can make just like in 5e, you can make the enemy reroll, but like none of your allies can get advantage
Got it.
from that.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. That's.
Coolio.
I'll hold my bonus action for now. Then I think, but I'll kind of step towards the group of 3
Yeah.
as this brown wolf is also approaching. I'll probably get in with the others.
Yeah, and it is his turn, and that brown wolf is going to run right up on you.
Yeah.
These animals, the images that I showed you look like very menacing but beautiful creatures. These are malnourished, like wild animals, and so they're not giving up anytime soon. So he sprints after you. He gets a +5 to this attack. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
This is going to be +2. That is 4 points of damage to you as it reaches up and just kind of bites on your forearm and doesn't have the ability to grip on, but that also does kind of cause like a gash to be pulled on your arm as you like pull away from the teeth. But that's the end of your turn. Theo, who's right next to you, is going to take out his knife and go down to stab the wolf in order to save you. He gets a +3 to this. That's an 18, which is going to hit and do full damage, and that's 1 point of damage to the brown wolf. Too bad, Theo. But no wolves go after an NPC. Jenna, your turn. You rolled a 17, but you're going last.
Yeah. I was like, I rolled pretty well. No, I didn't. Jenna would get up to Morgan as quickly as possible.
Cool. Have you also gotten off your horse and let...
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you did, right, Morgan?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there's a wolf attacking...
Wolf attacking Liam, and now a wolf surrounded by the other 3. So actually, Liam is being attacked by a wolf. Morgan's a little bit away, gun pointed in that direction, and then the other 3 are surrounding the brown wolf. So you feel if the 3 of them can't take on a wolf, then they probably shouldn't be on the journey.
Yeah. I'll fire my rifle at the one by Liam.
All right, we'll attack.
Ooh, 25.
Same old. The wolf is kind of like looking at the 2 of you. Now also feels torn. Stands still for long enough to get a shot off, and the white wolf is dead. That leaves only the brown wolf, who is going to try and attack still, even though he's by himself, and he is going to try to attack you again, Jesse. He gets a +5 to this. That is an 11. That is gonna miss, I think.
That will miss.
That is the end of his turn. Liam, you're now standing here. The white wolf that was right next to you has fallen over. You immediately kind of just like briefly take in your surroundings. You see the scenario as it has played out so far. What do you do?
So I can see that was Jenna that had.
Yes, you can.
Okay, great. I'll look over, nod at Jenna, and then do I have enough movement to get to the brown wolf?
Yep.
Awesome. I'll
You'll
just
have
go
advantage
and
on attack too.
awesome. Gonna need it. No, that was 12.
12. That is actually going to. Well, let me look. That is going to hit, but it's going to do half damage.
Oh, okay then. I'll do half damage. That is.
Oh, wait, see.
Okay, well that's max damage that I can do, so that's 10. Half
to
to 5.
Perfect. Yeah. So still a pretty good chunk of damage as you kind of like use the fact that its back is turned to you to stab your machete into its side, and it growls at you. It is going to reach back to bite you.
Okay.
It gets an 11. Wow, these guys have rolled very poorly. But that's what I love about rolling with the Chat of Doom and the remains. So yeah, he goes back to bite you and misses. That's the end of his turn. Morgan.
I'm still so far away.
You can run up to him now.
Yeah, I'll run. I'll run to the one. You said that the gray one is, or the brown one is attacking Liam now?
Yeah, and is also surrounded by the rest of your party minus Jenna.
What's one that's not?
They're all dead.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
oh my god,
you guys
sorry.
have fucking handled this encounter.
Wow. Yeah, I'll go to Liam then. Cause did he get bit? Did he? No, who
no.
got bit? Jenna.
Jesse has gotten bit. Well, they're not. Sorry.
God
Sorry, I
damn it.
apologize.
Sorry.
They're not all dead. I meant all of the other ones. It's only the brown one that is alive.
Yeah, but
and it is surrounded
nobody
by
but
everybody
Jesse
else.
has gotten bit. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So I'll go hide with Liam.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna add cover, but
Okay.
I'll just be over with Liam just to check in.
I'm not there anymore.
Liam did run up and just attacked the brown wolf.
I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at
It's
auditory
okay.
things.
It's okay. I totally understand. Noted.
So they're all fucking with this wolf.
It's literally 4 of your party members surrounding one wolf, and then Jen is behind you. Like, that's literally it.
I almost just like want to be like, oh
Yeah, if you don't want to do anything, you don't have to do anything.
yeah, I might just start walking to get the horses.
Okay, yeah, for sure. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I'll put some hustle in it, but
Yeah. Rafi is then going to take another attack on the brown wolf at advantage. He gets a +5 to this. That's an 18. That's a natural 1, so he'll take the 18 for full damage, d6. And with that, Rafi brings his knife down on the wolf. It's a bit of a messy death, this one. The wolf kind of...
Oh, God.
And kind of fades. And as that happens, the wind picks back up, and adrenaline starts to die down, and you realize that as of right now, things have calmed down.
Is everyone back? Are we all together? Has
Yeah. I mean,
Morgan
Jen
come
is
back
like
with the horses?
30 feet. Oh wait, yeah, you went to go get the
Well,
horses.
I went to go get Morgan went to go get the horses.
Yeah,
so,
probably.
I mean, Jenna
Jen
would have probably gone with her.
Yeah, so it's really just the other. So, for a moment, which we'll see how long it takes. But Jesse, Liam, Rafi, and Theo are the only ones who are like immediately right around here.
Okay, I don't want to say anything just yet. I'm gonna wait until Morgan comes back with the
Yeah.
horses.
Holy shit, that was intense.
This is just like staring at her arm, like
Are you okay? You alright?
that's not good.
Yeah. And he reaches down and he takes some like as undisturbed as he can snow. And he
No, don't.
it's just water, right? It's just I mean, we gotta
No.
clean it off.
Yeah, definitely.
No.
That's right. I think. I don't know.
Morgan's turning in her grave that isn't dug yet.
Morgan.
That's what Zachariah's doing back at camp. Like,
Yeah.
no, don't do it.
Yeah. Morgan, with advantage with Jenna helping you.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make just a general. You know what? Make a sense check.
Ooh, I'm good at that. Oh fuck! it's a plus. It's a 4, but I got a 6, so it's a 10.
Okay. With a 10, it takes you about 10 minutes to find where the horses have been. They're a little bit all riled up,
Yeah.
but you eventually calm Shadow down, which calms the rest of the
Oh wait,
crowd.
it was advantage. You said.
Oh yeah, I did say that.
Oh, so then it would be a 14. Sorry.
Okay, so
Which still, yeah.
No, we'll say about 5 minutes then. So you kind of find the group, do the classic like pinkies in your mouth whistle that I can't do.
Yeah.
And
Jenna definitely can do that really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an entire
Man.
character based on the fact that they can just whistle a cool voice. But you eventually get the horses, and the rest of you just kind of dealing with Jessie and her injury.
Can I be walking up while I see Theo putting snow?
Yeah,
on
of course.
Jessie's
Yeah,
arm
sure.
and be
Yeah,
like,
why not?
No,
it hurts. Is
Theo.
that good?
No, stop.
Why? It's just
That's
water.
dirty. It's dirty water.
Look, it's so wide. Look at it.
Stop.
It's very wide.
Oh
No
my
one
God.
stepped on it.
Stop. And then I'll take out one of the med kits. How many points did you lose?
No, don't
How many
do
points
that.
did you lose?
We only have 2 of those. Don't use it on
Look
me.
at me. How many points of health
at the
did
very-
you, a human person, lose?
We at the very least need to stop the bleeding, Jen.
Yeah,
All right.
but for real,
Only
how many
lost
points
4.
did you- I'll give you 1
Okay.
just to stop the bleeding.
Great.
So I'll take off.
Oh,
So
it made it a date.
I know you have to do a little asterisk.
I
That's
fixed
what
it.
figured, Yeah.
12,
we use
15,
Google Sheets
2023.
for yeah, we use Google Sheets for our stuff.
Thanks, Google Sheets.
Okay, yeah. So you wrap it up in some light gauze and stop the bleeding. But you're all gathered here. Your horses have all returned. Raffi walks up to Storm, and it's just like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then
He really likes that horse.
yeah, he does.
Have you ever all read the play Equus?
Oh, come on!
I have seen that play live, actually.
All right, everybody's doing all right. Everybody's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Liam, are you alright? You were really close to those over
Yeah.
there.
It was fine. As I get up on Shadow, you all should be using less ammo.
He's right. I did what I needed to do for the range, but that we need to be strategic.
And well, yes, but
Yeah.
also,
We have more though. We took it to use it, right?
well,
We got a long trip.
well, here's sort of. I'm sorry, I get very conscious that everyone is.
Yeah,
looking at
they're
me.
doing it very respectively, but it is very overwhelming. Yeah.
Olive at the armory said that your settlement is really low on ammunition, almost nothing. So,
What?
I think while we're out, that should be something that we keep an eye out for you guys.
How are
For
we supposed to
us.
protect the settlement if there's not any
Okay,
fucking ammo?
okay. Let's all just
Well,
take
I
a
would think
breath.
that this run would be something that would fix that problem. So,
Hey, so be on the lookout for ammo, I guess.
Yeah, be on the lookout for ammo.
Easy enough.
Thanks for
That's
Raffi. Then Theo, that was just Theo who spoke, and then Raffi says, "Thanks for telling us, Liam. I mean, it's good that we know."
Yeah, that is good to know.
yeah, you need.
Yeah, well.
Is everybody else okay? Is everybody all right? I mean,
All right.
no, I really expected to find infected out here. I didn't even think about
Yeah.
animals,
That's a
wildlife.
first.
Yeah.
Zach, you said earlier that the wolves were malnourished and kind of mangy, so they don't have their pelts probably would not be.
I mean, it's not. They
Hmm.
just don't look like they're eating like kings. But I mean, it wouldn't be useless.
Just take the pelts, yeah.
Well, yeah, given my background and experience, I think that I would be pretty adept at
What in your background and experience would
And
cause
what
you
is
to
that
be
actually?
that?
living just vibing, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
Find out what the
Vibin teaches you how to do a lot of things.
yeah, listen, you just get it. But I would think that because I know that the gray one was the first one that I killed,
Yeah.
and that one I know was a clean kill.
Yeah,
and
right
there
through the
wasn't
head.
bullets. So I was thinking maybe I could go and as neatly and quickly, and I think I can do it pretty quick as I can, would get the belt.
I would actually think that because I mean you would be able to do it quickly, but it would still take you a number of minutes. I think that maybe
Yeah.
I think that maybe Liam would actually know to probably stow it on the back of Shadow, maybe tie it down, and
That's
then
what I was thinking.
Yeah, and then it could be something that you use during the camping at night when you're just
Great.
that's something that's a good mindless activity to do then.
Red Dead Redemption 2, baby.
Exactly.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So you press square and you stow the horse on.
Yeah, get the horse on the back.
You accidentally pull your gun on a person that you didn't mean to do that to.
Yeah.
Then you have to back out.
The white wolf and the brown wolf definitely got some attacks in their sides, and the blood poured all over. Those might not be as great, but the black wolf was killed pretty quickly as well. And so
Okay.
Raffi asks, he goes, "Should I take this one too?"
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know how to know how to do that? As he's like kind of like getting his wolf up on him.
Oh, yeah, of course. It's
It's really cool, man. I mean, I don't know how to skin anything.
You're all living in the settlement. You don't know how to skin an animal.
No, kind of other people do that.
Huh.
And you see Rafi get kind of like embarrassed and just like finish his tying off the wolf.
Yeah, just kind of. Yeah, that. It just sounds really weird to me, and I just busy myself tying the gray
Yeah.
wolf.
Yeah, Rafi's just too embarrassed to. He just kind of stays silent. All right. So the rest of you just kind of gather your things, get up on the horses. Yep, Morgan.
What you said it was 3 days, like 2 or 3 days to the full stretch.
To
How
Wellsville.
far
Yeah.
to Wellsville? How far are we anticipating, or like how far is it to Townsend, and then how far is it to Happy Valley?
Yeah, so based off the map that you have, it'll take you, like, you would. Getting to Happy Valley Resort before nightfall would definitely be pushing it.
Yeah.
So you're thinking that you'll probably want to stop somewhere and like if you're actually looking at the map, like where the word resort is like probably where you would end up stopping for the evening, and then Happy Valley Resort would be a thing that you tackled early in the morning. And then would maybe be able to get to Wellsville by the end of the next day. But you might have to stop even earlier than that and then get to Wellsville on the third day, which is where like the 2 or 3 days thing comes into play.
So on the edge of that like darker green area is where we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because like around especially because once you leave Townsend, it's very rural, and so that's why you slow down. And so, like getting to Townsend, you're going to get there probably just a little bit after midday. But then getting from Townsend to where you would stay that night is like it's almost like half speed the rest of the way. Yeah.
And we have like.
I would say
tents and things.
Yeah. So you have sleeping bags. You have tents. You have enough food to have 2 mediocre meals a day for the entire trip. That's if nothing happens to your supplies, and if the trip is like pretty minimal timing. And water, you can't carry enough water for that time, so you're constantly going to need to be on the lookout for sources of water.
Yeah.
Because if you carried enough water for that trip, you'd be weighed down heavily.
Yeah. And I will just let everybody know, as a person who knows these things just generally as myself, snow is not a good source of water. Okay, thank you and good night.
It is, well, even if we boil it?
Well, yeah, but you're going to boil, like, look how much snow you would need to boil enough water.
I don't like it when you're smart, but you're smart.
Well, you've never liked it when I'm smart. And
I love you.
Don't change now. I love you too.
Let's
go.
Definitely brother-sister relationship between these two. As you guys continue riding, Raffi kind of saddles up next to you, Jesse. Hey, you doing okay? You doing all right?
Yeah, fine. Besides the fact that I've got holes in my arm.
I know. Does it hurt?
A little
That's
bit.
a stupid question. That's a dumb question.
It's all right. How are you holding up?
Good. I've never never attacked something before. Never been attacked before.
Yeah.
That was something else.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard owls out in the wild, and I've seen pictures, but you know, I've never seen. That's my first time ever even seeing a wolf. I mean, that was crazy.
Pretty big, right?
Way bigger than I thought. I mean, you could be riding those things.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. I read a book.
Can you imagine?
Someone did that. Do you like to read by any chance?
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, I'm glad that you're doing okay. You know, that was scary stuff. So thanks for, I mean, I kind of feel like that happened because you were like trying to protect us. So I appreciate it.
Oh, well, that's so sweet. Thanks. How's And she like kind of nods her head at Liam. How's he doing?
I have no idea. I think that he thinks that I'm really dumb.
That's sad.
Not in a mean way. He's really like, he seems really capable, and he's been on his own for a long time, and Dad's kind of sheltered me for most of my life, and I don't know. It's like we're the same in certain ways as far as like on paper, but we're so different.
Well, maybe you can ask him to teach you something.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
If you want to, that is.
No, I mean,
I've seen the way you look at him, so I'm just saying.
his face immediately gets red. What do you mean? Oh God, it's cold. It's really cold out here.
So cold.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here to talk about it if you ever want to.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
If you want me to ask him, I can.
No, God, no. What can you please be? And Theo kind of like saddles up, and he like hears like the tail end of that, and he goes, "Are you entrusting information to Jesse? Because you should not be doing that."
Hey, shut up!
And he just kind of like laughs to himself, and Rafi kind of chuckles, and as he rides off, Theo looks at you. You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everybody keeps asking me that. I'm all right.
Well, you're the only one that got hurt, drama queen, taking all the attention. It's gonna be. I'll tell you though, Junior. He's gonna, and he calls young Theo Junior. He says Junior's he's gonna think it's the coolest thing.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah, he's gonna be really impressed.
Oh, I can't wait to tell him. I miss those little suckers.
Me too. And you see Theo get very forlorn for a second.
I still can't tell.
Fuck no, he says, and he continues to, and you two continue to ride.
Well, stop looking so sad all the time.
Anybody else have a conversation while you're, Morgan, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to find myself next to Liam.
Yeah.
Take 2 of Morgan forcing herself on Michael's characters.
Totally.
And but I'll just ride next to him a little bit for a little while, not really saying anything, just kind of riding, and then when it feels right, I'll kind of just look over at him and say, "So, where you were before, or wherever you came from, did y'all call them biters? The infected?"
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Isn't it funny how so many different names come for the same thing?
We did share Clicker. We did.
Oh yeah, that's it.
That ended up being the same.
It's hard not to call that one anything different, huh? Did you ever face any of those, or while you were out there?
Yes, I've seen them.
And on your own, or did you have a group like us, or?
No, I never saw one just by myself.
That's good. Well, if we come across any, I'll make sure to have your back and your front. depending on where they are. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Good work back there.
If there's meat that can be saved from the wolves, I'll do my best.
Thank you, because my God, could use some. Be nice to taste something hearty again.
The meat can be a bit gamey if you're not used
No.
to having that.
Have you had wolf before?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Liam. You're a man of many experiences. Oh,
Sorry that Jenna is upset.
yeah. Me too.
Don't see a lot of haven't met a lot of married people.
Yeah, it is a rare thing.
Your campground is unique in that way.
Yeah, I like it.
Seems nice, I guess.
Well, we're glad to have you. And you're welcome to stay. And
How far out from camp are we?
Are
From
you
our
asking? Are you asking
Uh,
from where
Morgan.
it's going
I'm
to end? Sorry.
Yeah, about how much I'm asking Morgan how much longer we think we'll
how much longer?
have.
I'd say we make it by nightfall. So half the day. We still got
Oh, okay.
a while
Right.
to go. We're gonna hit town though. We're gonna hit Townsend. It's a town that, we picked it clean, so there's not probably gonna be much there, but you seem like you're really good at finding things that make sense that other people might not, so maybe you could take a look.
Sure. No problem.
All right. And I'll let myself fall back a little bit and let him ride ahead.
As you ride backwards, Theo kind of catches your eye for a second, Morgan. And how close are you guys in age? Like 2 years?
Me and
Like pretty close, right? Pretty close in age.
oh, Theo, he's 2 years younger than me, I think.
Yeah. He catches you, and you guys aren't twins by any means, but you do have a secret language with each other. That can be just communicated through looks. And he just looks at you, and in this one look, you get the question of, are you okay? And not only are you okay, emotionally, but are you okay for this trip? Are we good?
I'll in the secret language
Yeah.
give him the vibe back of however it can be said of I'm not okay, but I'm okay enough kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know how to put it away to do the work, but
yeah.
this really fucking sucks.
He gives you a sad nod, which basically means yeah, I know it does, but I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
And you all continue to ride, having small conversations here and there, until you eventually arrive in Townsend. You come into view of a small little mountain town where the buildings have been completely overtaken by overgrowth, and then those plants have in the winter died and been covered in snow, and so you just see just this desolate wasteland of former society, basically. But it seems to be relatively peaceful. You see, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You like don't see any super frequent like tracks, wildlife or otherwise, coming into the town, but because of the snowfall, that means it's like most likely no one within the past like day or so. And then I mean, you would be able to see past that. I mean, I'm not saying that someone was there a day or so, but you've entered the town. It is a very small one-road town that has one gas station, a diner. It does have an old mom and pop pharmacy, and pretty much anything else you'd expect with a town that just has a main street. Yeah. I need everybody to go ahead and roll search checks for me.
Never get a good search check. Got a
Yeah.
7.
12.
16.
Got another 24.
Okay.
Pretty.
Jesse is. I believe you. I believe you. Thank you for showing me that.
I wouldn't lie.
Jesse's the only one, because this was a DC of 20.
Ooh.
To hear a voice speaking, like kind of loudly.
Hey, is there,
Yeah, go ahead.
do people live here?
Not as far as you guys know.
Do you guys hear that?
What? And now that all of your attention is brought to it, you start to hear a voice speaking, almost as if they're giving us like. I mean, it seems almost like presentory, like as if they're talking to people. Kind of like his eyes, narrow, and he kind of whispers to everybody, "Quiet. You need to stay quiet." What do you do? It's kind of off, like you're on this main street right now, and you hear, like off. Actually, with the 24, I'll give you kind of pretty much the direct. It's at the old sheriff station that you hear this voice coming from.
I'm not very sneaky, but someone should go check it out, right?
I can.
Morgan, sorry, you're muted. I just want to make sure I hear what you said.
I
Or
think
you
I'm muted.
or you just might be speaking very
You're back
quietly.
now.
I just didn't hear you.
Oh, I was whispering because I was so in the moment.
Of course, yeah.
I volunteered to.
Okay, so Liam and Morgan.
Well, if Morgan's going, I'm going.
Theo
Then
kind
we're
of.
all going.
Theo says maybe we should all just let Morgan and Liam take care of it. They got it.
I got this.
Careful.
Trust me, my love.
Careful.
I hate all of you.
Theo just like high five for sure.
Oh my god.
And Rafi kind of like like brings you back down there. All right, Liam and Morgan, give me sneak attack.
Heck yeah, 17.
23.
Nice, easy. You guys are. There is only you feel like you can hear the soft crunch of snow underneath your boots as you step off of your horses. I'm assuming, and make your way to this old sheriff station. As you do, you start to get to the open door, and you hear the voice getting louder and louder. And you start to realize that it's not a person; it's a recording. Something is being broadcast. And you get to the door of the sheriff's station, and it's propped open. And you pull at the door, and inside you see the old radio of the sheriff's station that we're pretty sure would have been taken back to Blue Valley if it was found as functional. So like this is either a new radio or someone has fixed it up. And you hear this.
This broadcast is for anyone who can hear it, especially those in the Tennessee area. We have a safe haven, a place where things have gone all right for some time now. We have food and water, shelter for those who need it. We have procedures and protocols that have kept us safe from the outside world. And we've established a little community here. Please, if you're looking for guidance, if you're lost at all, if you need a new home, find us. We're in a southern bend of the Little Tennessee River, just outside of Wellsville. If you can find Wellsville, you'll find us. Food, shelter, water, all of it. Please, come find us. Time is trivial. The past gone. A new era rises. Here comes the dawn.
And then it just starts to repeat over and over again. I don't know if I'm not quite sure if the quality kind of something new, but if you didn't hear most of that, and if the viewers didn't hear most of that, it was a recording of a man saying that he has a community, a safe haven for people. They've been safe for some time due to their safety protocols, and they have food, water, shelter, and they are at a bend of a town in Wellsville,
Which is on our map.
which is on your map.
That's where we're going.
You are going to Wellsville, but he says it's outside of Wellsville. And actually, let me see here. Yes. You look at your map, Morgan, that you were given. And it's fine enough that you didn't really notice it at first. But sorry, I apologize. I didn't have this ready. Sorry. It's happening. Stuff is happening. I promise it's good. I promise it is good. We are gonna do it. And it's not me stalling. And I'm just waiting for this to upload.
Liam,
you realize that there's a small corner of your map that has been folded back that you didn't see before. And you unfold it, and you see that past the town of Wellsville, in a little bend on the river, is another circled location that just says Dawn. And then, lastly, as you are looking around in this building, you see a little wooden sign that has been posted. And on that sign, you see the same poem that was given at the end of that broadcast. Time is trivial, the past gone. A new era rises. Here comes the dawn. And then it says, find us, near Wellsville, Tennessee. Food, water, shelter, safety. And that is what you find in the sheriff's station. You've been here before, Morgan. You know the rest of it is completely picked over.
Well, now I'm not too sure. Oh my God. I don't trust anyone or anything. Yeah. Well, this sounds fucked.
Did you not know that those people lived around here?
No. Can't say.
Have you had...
Until 2 years ago, we didn't think that that we were the only people out here. And then I don't know if you got the town's history, Liam, but, we had an incident a few years back. And
Yeah, I guess.
so I guess it makes sense that there'd be others around, but it's just far enough away.
And Morgan, looking at this map, sorry to interrupt you, Liam, but Morgan, looking at this map, and just the simple fact that it says dawn, near the other location, and the fact that the location nearest Dawn has an active list of being picked over, you think that this map belonged to a member of the Dawn, which means it's safe to assume that because Blue Valley was circled, that there are members of the Dawn that know that Blue Valley exists. The rest of you, we cut to all of you outside, as I need you to make search checks for me. So Jesse, Jenna, go ahead and make search checks for me.
While we roll this, can you remind me? So the Lycans were culty as well. I know I haven't heard this yet as the character, but was it a similar thing where at the beginning?
Well, you were in the Lycans.
Right, that's what.
Yeah.
Kelsey doesn't know.
Yeah.
Would they bring in people with the same kind of promise?
No.
Good things? Okay, great.
So the Lycans, Nick himself was a little culty in the way that he behaved himself. However, the Lycans actually called themselves the Lycans because they prided themselves on being we are tough. If you are not, we are murderers. They were very open about what they were. They were
Gotcha.
We are survival of the fittest manifest.
Cool.
And that kind of stuff. So they were not all hunky-dory, everything's fine people.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So what was your
17?
10.
10. With the 17, Jesse, your eyes are wide and looking around. You see briefly behind an old abandoned car, two figures looking at you, two small figures, and they duck back behind the car as soon as you make eye contact with them.
She grabs Jenna's arm.
What's wrong?
There's people back there. People back there.
I'm gonna just take out my rifle and not shoot, but just aim it.
Rafi grabs his handgun. What are we doing?
People. Figures behind the truck.
Put your weapons down and step out from behind the truck.
You put your weapons down.
I don't think you're at the advantage here.
Go ahead and roll a threaten check for me, Jenna.
Also, we asked first. So have
Plus
some
0.
politeness.
What was
2.
it? Yeah, well, our uncle is he's got you pinned down, and so you better put your weapons down.
Your uncle?
There ain't no one else.
Peering out from behind the car. Yes, he is. You see, and then you see another figure come up and pull her down. But you see two young kids. You see one older redheaded girl, and then a younger boy who's next to her. Probably the girl is in around 15, 16, and the boy is around 11, 12. And they both are looking at you. And then the boy pulls her back down, and they both go back down.
I would put my rifle down, seeing that it's kids.
Yeah, that's right. You do it.
Are you all out here alone?
No, we got our uncle.
I'm gonna take a minute and just glance around and see if there's anywhere that anybody could actually be hiding.
Oh, for sure, but you don't see anybody. I mean, it's a town. Buildings everywhere.
Who's your uncle and why are you here?
We're
Also,
here
come on,
because
I'm not gonna shoot you. Come on.
you hear them arguing amongst each other. And then they both eventually come out. The girl has her rifle up, but not pointed at you guys, and it seems comically big for her. But she's holding it. And the boy is... You actually hear that the... They sounded pretty similar, but the boy is the one who's been talking most. And he kind of steps out and he says, we're here because we live here. Why are you here?
You live here?
Yes.
Where's here? Where are you? What building do you live in?
Well, we can't tell you that. We don't know who you are.
My name's Jenna. What are your names?
They both kind of look at each other. The girl looks back at you. Are you from Blue Valley?
If you're not going to tell me where you're from, why would I tell you where I'm from?
She looks at her little brother. That's a yes. Our uncle told us not to trust you.
What's your name, honey?
Should we tell him? Boy kind of just like waves his, lifts up his hand. My name is Minnie. This here's Mickey.
Oh.
And Mickey looks at you very proudly and goes, like the mice.
Well, it is very nice to meet you two.
Aren't you two just the cutest things I've ever seen?
We're not cute. We're tough and strong. And...
Now,
At this time, Liam, Morgan, you start walking back to the group and you see them talking to two armed children.
I'll take my handgun out and just have it.
You see them both immediately get like...
What? Hey,
Morgan, this is Minnie and Mickey.
Like the
are you
mice.
fucking with me?
They say they live here.
Nice.
They say their uncle is also here. Did you see anyone?
I look at Liam.
I don't think I saw any. Did I? I didn't see anybody.
Nope.
No. While they have their face towards Minnie and Mickey,
Yeah.
I'll like put my back to Jenna to just scope behind and see if I can
Roll a search check.
see anyone or anything.
Yeah, I think my eyes are looking at the tops of like buildings and like windows.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead and do it at advantage, Angie, with Liam helping you out.
That is a 17.
Nope. Anything.
Why did your uncle say not to trust us?
The boy looks up at the girl. Minnie says, well, in telling you that, it would imply... I don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do?
I don't know if I could... Just because you were bad people.
I'm not a bad
He
person
said you
last
might-
I checked.
That you might hurt us.
Oh gosh, no, we'd never hurt anyone like that. That's horrible.
We're just regular people like you, Morgan, and I have two little boys about your age.
Okay, well, give us your stuff.
We're not gonna give you our stuff. Are you gonna give us your stuff?
No.
That's just Jesse can't not laugh. She's like, no.
Rappy's holding back a laugh, too.
That's so
Theo
funny.
seems very on edge.
Why don't
Can
you
I-
two show us where your uncle is, or tell us?
No.
Because we're gonna look around.
Well, no, you're not. You should just leave town. How about that?
You guys need help?
No, we're good. We're fine.
Are you
gonna
sure?
take out like my canteen, the little bit of water that we have. Are you?
She takes out her canteen, shakes it.
Oh, all right. Well,
Are you
Fancy.
hungry? Do you have food here?
Yes, do you?
Yes, I have food. I'm making sure that you have food.
You're not my mom.
I'm not looking forward to these years.
Okay.
I whisper to
Just get out of town.
No.
Points up her gun.
Do you even know how to shoot that thing?
Ooh. That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. You're good at that.
You hear footsteps sprinting.
Oh.
Yep.
You hear a voice. Minnie! Mickey! What's going on?
Oh, run!
Can we
the uncle
duck?
is real.
Everybody duck.
I'm just gonna put my hands up to show that like I'm not armed. I mean, I am armed, but I'm not like in my hands.
You all see a figure running towards you with his hood up. Big parka that he's wearing. He has a shotgun kind of leaning off of his arm. He sees all of you, immediately gets his shotgun out. What's going on here? And he starts to walk up, and you see black hair that's been pushed back, kind of a black trimmed beard, and dark aviator sunglasses that are currently on his face. And they're mainly covering his face. His face is a little hidden. You can kind of tell those features from a distance. What do you say when he stops and says, "What's going on here?"
Say, we're just passing through.
You see, go ahead and roll a vibe check, everybody.
Magic.
Natural 20.
Ah.
This is the best I've ever
7
rolled in my life.
8.
Dirty 20.
All right.
Yeah.
Jesse and Morgan. Jesse, you notice that when the man, and Morgan, you notice this too, when the man makes eye contact with you, sunglasses eye contact with you, he doesn't drop on the ground his gun, but his gun drops down. And Morgan and Jesse immediately recognize his figure as a little bit more rough and tumble. Definitely seen a weathered couple years. And it's hard to recognize him without the eye patch. But you see Nick Colton standing there in front of you with his shotgun like leaning towards the ground. You. And then he looks over, you see him look at Jenna. You.
Ew.
Shoot him again. What the?
Minnie says, "You know our uncle?"
Yeah, we know your uncle.
Kids, come over here. Get behind me. And the two of them, very behaved, walk to their left and start to get behind Nick. Listen. He puts his gun on the ground. I don't want any trouble. Or I just... If you want to... Just please leave. Please leave. And you see, Jesse, a proverbial skeleton of the man that you remember in your nightmares as he whimpers and practically quivers saying these words. If you just leave the kid, leave him out of it, okay? Please.
We're not gonna hurt the kids. That's not who we are.
See him just kind of hang his head for a second, and then he looks back up. The kids. Minnie looks. Uncle Nick, how do you know that? I think that they're
Uncle
from.
Nick, how do you know us?
They're from Uncle Nick's bad days, kids. And you see them both go. You knew Uncle Nick when he was a bad man? Mickey says. Uncle Nick told us he used to be a bad man. He said he hurt people. And then Minnie, immediately to his defense, goes, but that's not who he is anymore. Me and my brother were traveling for a long time by ourselves. He found us. And he's protected us. you see Nick is like, I mean, just like practically shaking in his boots, but not saying anything.
Can I vibe check? Because what you said, it was Minnie who came to his defense instantly.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Can I vibe check that
Of course.
relationship?
Yeah.
That is a 23.
With a 23, first of all, what you're getting at is not happening.
Thank you for knowing.
She genuinely seems protective over him, and it does not seem to be a protection that is motivated by fear.
Okay.
And if anything, it seems to be a protection that is motivated by a good amount of pity.
Whoa, cool. If a 15-year-old girl pities you, that's strong.
If a 15-year-old girl pities.
So, yeah, I'll put my hand on Jenna's shoulder and say, there isn't anything for us here. We should just move on.
Theo speaks up. What the fuck are you talking about?
We just move on, Theo. Look at him.
And we
I am looking at him. I'm looking at what he did to Tori. What he did to Jenna's mom. What he did to Jesse.
But if he is the only thing keeping these kids alive, I'm not jeopardizing that, and I'm not taking those kids.
You're not taking us anywhere, Minnie says.
No, we're not, sweetheart.
I'm not gonna trust him either, and we have to be able to look through this town and make sure there's nothing here. And we need somewhere to sleep.
Theo says, well, we wouldn't be sleeping here anyway.
Nick, why don't you tell us how it is that you're alive and with 2 children?
He kind of looks at the two of them and then looks at you all. His hand's still up. I woke up later that night. You're a good shot.
I know.
And he turns to his side, pulls back the hood. You see just a scar right where like hair no longer grows, just like curved right down the side of his head. I got lucky. Knocked me out cold though. Woke up in the middle of the night, covered in my own blood, shivering. I didn't have any memory of what had happened, none whatsoever. And as I just kind of traveled the next couple of days, it started coming back to me. And you see him look up very hesitantly. Wes found me. Not too long after. And
Excuse me?
he saved me from a pack of wolves. And when he found out it was me, he beat me bloody. The next day, I woke up, tied up. And you see him, like, with a big amount of, like, fear and trauma say these next words. And then he just stared at me for 3 days straight. Not saying a word. I thought I was gonna die. I thought he was watching me starve. Barely nearly did. And you remember, Morgan, within that first 6 months, there was a run that Wes went on by himself unsanctioned, where he was gone for a number of days. And shortly after that run, when he came back, you two had a pretty final conversation. And he says, I don't know, on the 3rd day, something changed. He brought me some food, water, and he told me he was going to let me live. He told me that I didn't deserve death. but I deserve to walk this world alone and remember everything that I've done. And I came here to Townsend. I've been living here for a while. I hide out when you all come to town. And about a year ago, a little more, these two, they stumbled their way into town, and it was bad. They weren't in good shape. And he kind of like trails off, and Minnie speaks up, and she says, and he fed us, and kept us safe, and gave us medicine to heal Mickey. He was sick, almost dead. And Mickey kind of like sniffles and like looks down. And then Nick looks up at you, Jenna. We've been just staying safe ever since, just avoiding people, sticking to the shadows.
You have medicine?
Some. Whatever was left in the pharmacy. It's not much. Mainly over-the-counter stuff.
Morgan, Theo, what do you think?
Theo kind of shakes his head. I honestly don't fucking know.
Honestly, if Wes didn't kill him, I'm not going to.
I already killed him once, I'm not gonna kill him twice.
You shouldn't have to.
During this time, Raffi has like looked over at you, Liam, and kind of like slowly walked up to you and kind of like informed you of who this guy is. Just so you know, like the context of the situation. Yeah. He looks over at you, Jesse, and immediately avoids eye contact again. Jesse,
Don't talk to me.
and he immediately shuts up. Theo
Tell you
comes
what you're
over and gently and will pull back if you give him the signal to, but puts that gentle hand on your shoulder.
She'll like flinch, but not push him away.
Yeah. Sorry, Jenny, go ahead.
I'll tell you what you're gonna do. Theo here is gonna stand right here, and he's gonna make sure you stay right here while we look around the town and we take what we need. And then we'll leave you alone. And you will leave us alone, because next time you will not be so lucky.
He nods his head. Can I just ask you one question? Where are you headed?
I didn't say I would answer.
The only reason I ask is because there were some people here recently. They got into a fight with some of yours. Big guy, burly, looked real strong. He killed a good number of them. Seemed to pull some kind of map or something off one of them. But they mentioned heading in your direction. They went back from where they came, but I don't know. The least I can do is whatever they did, they left it in the sheriff's station. Just thought you should know.
Alright. Theo, stay here.
Theo squeezes his fists. And he looks over at Jesse.
Jesse, you wanna stay here too?
Theo takes out his gun.
look at Theo right in his goddamn eyes.
You do that,
Okay.
and you know what he's thinking right now.
Yeah, that's why I look and I say, do not do anything stupid, you idiot.
Theo thinks back to the last time he did something that was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
The last time he killed somebody he shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And he sheaths his gun, putting it back in the holster. Alright, yeah.
I'll take Jenna and try to start searching.
Yeah.
See if Liam and Rafi come with us. Or like, I'll usher them to go in a different direction towards.
As you
like,
start to
building.
like walk away from the group, you hear something
Crows.
in the distance. You do hear crows, but you see a flock of them, disturbed, fly away. And in this midday sun, apparently attracted by the noise that had happened, maybe wandering around this mountainside,
No.
heard some noise, came this way. You hear a very familiar,
No.
and that is where we are going to end tonight's session, and we will pick up there next week. So
Be back,
thank you,
baby.
thank you for joining us for part 1 of season 4. Part 2 will be next week, 6:30 p.m. Central, right here on twitch.tv/charmperson. This coming Sunday, we have the continuation of our Tearoth campaign. Will a little help be as cool as the Slayer 6? Who knows? Let's find out.
We already are.
Let's find out. It's
Already
two,
are
on,
cooler.
on 2 p.m.
Way
Central,
better.
this coming Sunday, and then Monday we
Ah.
have the beginning of a Candlekeep 2-part special where all of the Candlekeep party, the main muffins, are meeting for the first time at level 1.
It's our origin story.
It's our origin story for the muffins. That'll be GM'd by JMO, and all 5 of the muffins will be in attendance. So that is
The
Monday
Muffin
at
Men.
6:30 p.m. Central, and then, like I said, right back here on Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Central. So stay tuned at Charm Persons on pretty much all social media, especially Instagram. Hit that follow button. We need you. And also, you can catch up on a lot of our content on YouTube and Spotify. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you to my players, the best players that a GM can traumatize. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.